Rising with each beat of the music is bringing. We're flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Welcome, my heart so full, I'm devoting myself to the night. There's no motive, we're just listening, we're existing.
I can hear myself. Oh.
When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a golden mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the end of Playday 2 or week of play 2. We've got our second day of Champion Series action coming up with Nomads and Visionary. And yet again, no second matchup. Powerhouse did have to forfeit to Homeland, so Homeland is going to move up to 2-0 because of that. But before we jump into the maps for Nomads and Visionary, welcome back, Crow, his first Champions cast this season.
Yeah, I'm back. I've been busy with other stuff. Like,
Stuff.
yeah, I forgot we can say it. Like Challenger League. I've been accepted as a Challenger League caster, so that's why I've been out. I should be back for the majority of, if not all, Saturdays. Not Fridays though. Fridays you're gonna have C-Dabs, the chunky monkey himself, as chat called him that one time.
That was wrong. The chat called him that. That was wrong.
That was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny. So if we wanna look at the maps we're playing, of course, the night that I'm back, it's
The best
frickin'
maps. The best maps.
it's Cafe Club Villa, and I want to die. Like, why? It's my first. Why couldn't it have been like Coast Consulate theme? That would have been cool. But no, these teams are gonna be like, yeah, T3, Cafe Club Villa. Even T3 is shying away from these three maps, but these teams.
Well, yeah,
These teams
now it's
wanna get it.
becoming. Now Oregon's just being the default pick, which I'm fine with because it's new and Oregon's interesting to watch. I like it. I think it's the second best map in the pool. So I like it.
I do like it.
So
Oregon's a cool map.
yeah, but it sucks that it went out first rotation, so there was no chance of seeing it tonight. So we're gonna see, like we said, or like I said, Nomads and Visionary first off. Last week, Visionary played Slaughterhouse on Villa Cafe, where they lost 7-3, 7-0.
Ooh.
And Nomads played Valkyrie on Villa and Oregon, where they lost 7-3, 7-4. So both teams are right now 0-1. Both teams have played Villa, which is our third map. But definitely off the bat, it's looking like I'd say Nomads probably has the upper hand on Cafe.
Yeah, just based off of round count. You also got to consider though the fact that Valkyrie and Slaughterhouse are both very, very, very strong teams when it comes to the T3 scene.
Mm-hmm.
Slaughterhouse making it to top 16 in CL quals, I believe, something like that.
Something like
and
that.
they won Contender Series last season. Valkyrie being the previous champions of Contender Series and also participating in a whole other slew of leagues. AGN, Upsurge, Siege Rivals is where they're about to be as well later this week. Slaughterhouse. Okay, no, Slaughterhouse aren't. It's just Valkyrie in that. So I expect this will probably be a decently close game. Are there any players I recognize actually?
Uh,
Impulse.
I
Impulse, I think, is the only player I recognize, and that's solely because
Yeah.
of Twitter. I've never actually seen him play.
You know what? Now that I think about it, you're right. I only recognize Impulse from Twitter.
Yeah, he's
Other
always
than that,
like
yeah,
he's always like on Styx's posts and stuff.
yeah. I mean, all in all, these are two newer teams. I'd say potentially. They, I mean, you're right. They did go up against the powerhouses of, no puns intended, but the powerhouses of the tier 3 scene. Definitely two of the favorites for Champion Series in Slaughterhouse and Valkyrie. I think from what I've gathered from other people, these are the
Probably, yeah.
teams that we're expecting in finals. Um,
I
I,
thought I thought Powerhouse and HNC were going to be contenders, but
that
HNC
aged well.
disbanded, and there was
That
a
one aged well.
whole debacle with Powerhouse's roster. So basically, the reason why we don't have a second roster is because of Powerhouse. Without getting into too many details, Powerhouse's roster split. Crank and Phyllis stayed with the org. Jarden, Matt Bonger, and Cordell split from the team. And then, so what happened
Their
was,
sub also stayed, so they had 3/5.
yeah, so they had Swifty. Um, the Orb Powerhouse unfortunately does not have enough players to play tonight yet, and Jarden, Matt Bonger, and Cordell, who are going to find another full 5 and take H and C spot, they've disbanded. Matt and Jardel. Matt left the team, so I just called him Jardel. So Jarden shortly followed. I was talking to Jarden too. That was a really hard decision for him because he and Cordell are actually brothers, and they live together.
Oh,
That's why they've been a team for so long.
wow. I didn't know that, actually. That's
Cordell is
crazy.
I think Cordell is his older brother.
Huh.
So we are we're just kind of stalling right now. Oh, hey, we don't have to stall anymore. Cool. All 10 players are in the lobby again. First map is going to be Cafe. Nomads pick. Visionary starting on the defense as you normally would on Cafe. It's slowly becoming a more, I don't even know if I'd say even. It's slowly becoming a more attacker-sided map the more I watch it, but that's also watching teams in PLCL and like Thunder
Yeah.
Logic level T3. So I don't know how it's going to be with these two teams. Again, not calling them lower tier teams. I just have no experience with them, which is
So
something that's very
I
uncommon for me to
do
say.
agree. I think. Oh man. Quickly first, tell me how to pronounce this guy's name.
Which guy?
How are you
Oh,
gonna?
TKH.
No, that's just TK. That's just TK.
Oh yeah, you're right. Which guy?
XRUR.
Oh, what the hell?
XRUR. How are you gonna
Xrur?
run this one, Crow?
Xrur?
Zrur?
Carpe, can you ask them in the chat real quick?
I'm just gonna probably call him X.
Can I ask who was doing the map bans for? It was Owen, right?
Sure.
How I can't say that on stream.
Nope, you can't.
Do we pronounce Xrur?
Zur.
Oh, it's just Zur? All right. Well, that kind of makes it easy. We just gotta
Zur.
Zur or Zar. No, that's gotta be Zur, right? God, I hate people's names, bro. It is actually, bro. Even Owen's like, bro, I don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, thank God we picked some easy ones. Like, on even if it's Latin, Carpe is an easy name. But like Crow, Cherish, like they're basic English words. Like
screw up Crow.
Carpe's even like gassing himself
Remember,
up about how easy to pronounce his name is.
I remember with AGN. You remember Royal, right? I love Royal.
Yeah.
Royal could not, for the life of him, pronounce Walulis.
Who?
It was Walulis. Walulis. I hated that name, bro, because he was actually like good at the game, so we had to say his name a lot. Like if he was garbage tier and we just had to call it his death every round, like that would be different. But he actually clutched up, and Roy would just be like, "Well, and then I would take over. Also, Serafina is a male player, named after a female character.
I don't know why you had to go and confirm that, but
well, because I
I
know
know
who the character is, so I just wanted to make sure like it's not a I don't know, because we assume players are male. Oh crap! There's a dude named Mai. Is that a dude? Because Mai's a girl's name.
I bounced between 3 different pronunciations on accident the entire time. I said May, my, and something else I know.
Oh, Burb? Yeah, I know Burb's a girl. I love Burb. Dude, Burb's funny. Burb's funny.
I guess CDAPS and I didn't know that the other night.
Wow, were you calling Burb a...
Or no, it wasn't CDAPS, it was Keg. I guess Keg and I don't know if we ever referred to her as him. I think I have always been defaulting lately to they, just because, yeah, or the operator. So I have been very good about that.
I played a 10-man with Burb. I love Burb. Burb's funny. Burb is a I can't make that joke.
Okay.
On stream.
Stop. God, you. Okay.
You don't know what joke I was gonna make, Carpe.
So, look.
Carpe just threatened to euthanize me, dude. Okay, wait. People in chat are saying Xer? Zer? Okay, you're gonna have to give us a straight goddamn answer here, okay? Some people are saying okay, looking ahead. Zer, Z-E-R. Other people are saying X-er, like Xer.
Whatever.
All right.
So looking ahead, Visionary started the last time they played Cafe. Visionary did start on the attack. I remember in the interview, it was a little funny. JJ went and was like, "Yeah, you start on Cafe defense and you expect to 6-0, and we did." So I mean,
who expects to 6-0 a Cafe attack?
Or on defense, Cafe defense.
Oh, who expects to 6-0 a Cafe defense? What?
I don't know. That's what JJ said. I'm just
maybe he was expecting to 6-0 against that particular team. Because I know JJ plays up the overconfident thing because it's a good thing for his team.
So he's the
face of ESA, bro.
We'll see. This one's going to 3 maps. I'm calling it now.
Thatcher. You think it's gonna be Thatcher now? Is it Thatcher?
Stop arguing. Both of you are yelling. The frustrating thing is, you're both yelling back and forth, Thatcher Maverick, except the stream can only hear Crow yelling. It's very frustrating when the producer has a conversation with us. So, Thermite is banned. That is very interesting.
Thatcher Thermite.
I like that. At the same time, a lot of, especially in T3, a lot of teams are dropping into this weird, like, it's like when Hibana first came out. I explained this the other night. It's like when Hibana first came out, she turned a lot of teams into like very frag focused, and a lot of supports became frag heavy because they would prefer Hibana.
Yeah, because Hibana's a 3-speed, and you could just put your stuff down and kill people.
Her gun is also just better, but it provides you less breaching capabilities. And now we're seeing that shift yet again as Thatcher has been banned, with more teams picking up Maverick over Thermite, and Hibana especially. So, I mean, it's interesting forcing a team to just be Maverick or Hibana, particularly just Maverick. It does slow down a lot of teams, and it really favors this slower meta. But at the same time, Maverick is very interesting in this slow meta, just overall, just because his breaching does slow down a lot compared to the other two, obviously, because they're just place it and go. Whereas in the thick of things, like in those last 20-second gunfights, he does better than Thermite and Hibana just because his gun is fantastic. The M4, I think it's just the M4 is what it's called. The M4 is such a great weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, the M4 is pretty good. So we have a rook
Yeah.
instead of a Doc. That's kind of an odd one considering they are both the exact same ops except Doc is better.
Doc, yeah.
I still don't get. So the philosophy that a lot of people uphold is, if you're gonna play a French ACOG, play a Doc.
Yeah.
Only pick rook if you already have a Doc.
Yeah.
Unless Sarah, I want to call him Serafina, but like it's a dude and it keeps tripping me up. So Sarah, if Sarah's gonna play a lot more aggro and thinks that, you know, he's not gonna get the full advantage of the stim pistol, I'd understand the rook. Like if he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna play this stupid position and throw my life away and hope I get a pick. Like then you could take rook because, you know, at least your team benefits from that somewhat instead of you just dying with 3 stims in your pocket. But where is he playing? Is he like Cocktail?
He's new.
He's
Cocktail and probably
So,
gonna
like,
reach it to the.
Why not? I mean, maybe it's for the impacts. I mean, Maestro's got impacts, but maybe it's for the impacts. I don't know. We'll see how it
You're
works.
really fishing. You're fishing for something
I'm fishing,
here.
man. I'm trying to.
You have.
figure
I
out
mean, you have Maestro
why.
and Smoke. So why would you
Actually,
need?
You know what? You know what? I found a justification. Mr. Envision on Honor used to play Rook religiously on Cafe instead of Doc. There you go. Seraphine is just the new Mr. Envision.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Maybe he's Canadian. Capital being unbanned on Cafe is also super interesting. It might be a lot easier for people to clear like Pixel or Freezer or Cocktail, stuff like that. And that Rook is gonna pay off. Could have done it with a Doc, but that's not the operator's done. And is gonna fall first on the zone.
So with that, the Zofia has fallen, and another operator that is interesting to see unbanned is the Wamai. Mai on Wamai is Wamaimai. What do I call it for that round? Wamaimai here is holding on an interesting shield in the bathroom, kind of played like a Mira window. It's become something that a lot more teams have picked up on, and Wamaimai's gonna pick up the first frag onto Owen. Abadu as well cleans up Nerve, so it's just Noodle on Nomad and Capital played by Impulse. That one was an annoying alliteration to do. Noodle on Nomad to say fast. That's frustrating. TK and Mai have swapped off positions here, as now pushing forward is going to be Noodle, but under so much vision. A nice shot right back onto Wamaimai puts the Kenyan operator in the grave, but right back, Serafina is going to lock out this round. 40 seconds, 1 versus 4. 2 men are on half health for Visionary, but, well, make that 1 as Impulse cleans up one of them and then zapped to death by the Maestro turret.
Wow, what a finish to the round. And that was just all in control of Visionary the whole time. Finishing with, what, 3 players left alive?
Mhm.
It was a nice pick to try and bring things back from Noodle on the Nomad, playing for Nomads. And then he just got slammed because someone was peeking on top of the bar, like out of nowhere, like a monkey. He must have been pretty Noodle mad after that one. Serafina also on the Rook. Didn't need any stims because I don't think he took a single bullet. So maybe increase the survivability of some of his other teammates, though I believe the only kills that Visionary actually got were headshots.
Yeah. Those Rook plates are working out real well then.
Yeah. I mean, that was just a failure to take Pixel and entry in the piano. That round stopped as soon as they dropped red, essentially. Especially the Zofia dying, and with the lack of projectile weaponry that Nomads actually had to deny that position, there was really not a lot they could do. I mean, they still had flashes. They could still burn out, ADSs and discs and take out the shields, but for some reason, Maverick, instead of throwing his nades, decided he was going to rush into piano, challenge the shield, and die to Wamaimai. Was a little bit of a curious play there from Nomads, but I don't put Visionary up 1. Obviously, you expect to win your bar defense, but instead of going Kitchen, they're actually going to go Reading next.
So, yeah, even looking back on that round, I think you can even argue to say that round was immediately lost by Juror going down first. I mean, you can just say that the round was lost at that point because it's so much utility that the Zofia brings, and it's so much of a struggle to otherwise get those double shields out of that position. Granted, it didn't help that Nomads, like you said, face rushed into Piano and kind of just gave it away at that point, but still, it's interesting that you can, I think you can even argue that that was a helping point. But away from that, very quickly, Owen and the rest of Nomads are going to be walking into bar side here of Bar Cocktail. Owen did take a slug from below from, I believe, Abadu or someone else. He's down to half health because of that. Oh, well, whatever. He took the buckshot. My bad.
Use the proper terminology. That's why I love Buck's name, because it's fun. Oh,
Well,
and Noodle is going to slam TK through those little Maverick holes. The Jaeger will go down, but Loyal is going to hold firm. He's got a Goyo shield in front of him. He's got the smoke, so, you know, he can delay quite a bit of time, but it is a pretty dangerous position. Playing behind a Goyo shield always comes with its own risks. As Zur takes out Loyal before he's quickly refragged by Mai, now on the Ella. Abadu playing under the laundry hatch as Cocktail control has been forfeited to the attack. Nerve could go down to a C4, but of course Abadu does not have the info. And actually, there's going to be info on him. The ceiling bang nearly comes out, but only lands 1 bullet. Now cutting off the rotate from above as there are still 4 members up for Nomads, as well as more than a minute left. They can play the man count advantage. They can play the time. They don't have to rush. There's not a lot of pressure on them as they continue to try and use this vertical presence to take out any players or flush out any common anchor spots. White seems to be the Nomads play as she flashes down, puts down an air jab to prevent the flank, and falls off immediately. Not a lot has been done with this vertical presence yet, as unfortunately Goyo will whiff a lot of shots, and there's Noodle's second kill. A great transfer onto the head of the Goyo. Sarafina goes down. It's 4 versus 2. Mai and Abadu very separated. Not a lot of refrag potential between either of these two defenders. Mai could get a nice little flank through pillars, but there might be a Capitao watching that. Owen's just going to go for the plant. No denial as Abadu is out of C4s, and Mai goes down. It's a 1 versus 4, all on the mute. He's stuck in laundry. Default planter is still holding the cupboard as well. Rotate being held from above. He's gonna have to try and walk into 90, and there's still more floor holes being held from above, this time by Noodle on the Nomad, the Noodle Mad. And with only 18 seconds left, there's not a lot he can do. He'll get 1 kill as Zur will unfortunately drop from the lobby. Hopefully he'll be back in time, but he was already dead. So it's really nothing more than, you know, 1 less pair of eyes on a drone. And from above, Noodle is going to let him try and stick the defuse just for a safer kill. And that'll be the 4K for Noodle Mad. And round 2 goes the way of the attack.
Noodle Mad. All right. So, they're calling rehost and then they're calling not rehost. So, very interesting going, but whatever. We will keep the show rolling. I am good. Oh my god, he's going to get an operator. That's crazy.
Well, I mean,
that's good time.
I mean, it's not bad.
No. It's fine though. Like that's the thing. Like he would have gotten random to it, so it is all good. I think they probably were saying then that they were going to just hold the other operators, and this is the same operator lineup they've run the previous 2 rounds. Things haven't changed with that. So it's very interesting. I mean, this is kind of what Siege has become. Isn't it very fun that you have to run the same exact operators or else you start really losing out on a lot of just anything? It's such a fun meta to deal with on the defense.
I also lied. It was not a 4K for Noodle. It was only a 3K.
Yeah, it was only 3.
Or no.
No, it was 3. It was 3.
No, it was 2.
It was 3.
No, because
he had the last kill, he had the opening kill,
no,
he had the final kill, and he headshot Serafina after he got downed.
Owen had the opening.
No.
Yeah, I literally just watched it back on the
Owen. Look at the
Owen
scoreboard
got
and tell me. Look at the scoreboard and tell me that Owen got the opening kill.
Wait, what? I swear to Jesus, I just watched Owen.
Swear. Owen got one pumped from below, didn't
Oh,
die.
no, you know what it was? Owen fired at the Maverick holes as Noodle
Yes.
killed him.
Yes.
That's why I was.
That's why I thought you were crazy for saying that. Already we're going to get some action, actually. Nerve is going to find TK playing aggressively with no support as they... I don't know what happened with that bakery hold, but that looks very messy as already we're not even at the 2-minute mark. Nomads has a kill. They've got 2 kills now as Nerve is working his way in. This could be big from Loyal, depending on what he can make happen, but... Well, just kidding. It is Nerve going absolutely nuclear on the beat, as the kids say nowadays. It's just Mai and Abadu. What?
Nuclear on the beat? What the hell? Mai's just gonna pre-fire the head off of Noodle as Impulse catches Abadu. It's all up to Mai. Now on the Jaeger, playing the carousel of operators. 416 gonna be enough. It'll be enough to take down Zur. And it's a 1 versus 3, but still post-plant. Very tough position for the Jaeger. Sprays through the wall, not gonna find the sledge. Hugging that wall. Again, more sprays through the wall, not gonna find anything. Wasting time over towards this whiskey doorway as the attackers hold even more difficult post-plant positions. And Nerve is gonna get his 4th. Nomads take round 3 off the back of the sledge, being able to just walk into prep, kill bandit, walk into site, and kill more.
Have you really not... You're on Twitter a lot, too. Have you really not seen any of that?
What?
Going nuclear? Nucleosis? Nuclear
No.
on the beat?
No.
Okay. Interesting.
I've never seen that in my life.
Interesting. Okay.
I think you're just dumb.
Maybe I am. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm just a big dumb idiot, huh?
Well, he's right.
So, interestingly enough, we're not going to see Bar Cocktail again from Visionary. They're going kitchen service after getting washed.
I'm going to kitchen your service.
Attackers need to
Bar Cocktail is open. Why do they not go Bar Cocktail? They're going for a definite safer option this time through. I think TK was on Bandit and Sarah was on Alibi. But other than that, I mean, now it's Doc and Castle for TK and Sarah. Maybe the Doc can bring TK his first kill. He's doing a little rough. Loyal has also switched off the Maestro. Forgot his name for a second. The Maestro actually is being swapped out in favor of the Bandit. It's interesting, I think, back on the...
Well, they had...
Okay, wait. This front bakery side, yeah, they didn't have a Castle or Doc. I just said those two got swapped, and then the Bandit got sent over, and Loyal dropped the Maestro for it. Yeah. So the front bakery side is soft. Code check bakery or code check kitchen wall is soft.
Of course, bakery's soft. They're playing a bakery hold. Well, Mai's got to get back in sight somehow. Some teams play it all or nothing. Some teams play for the retreat, and they'll.
Oh my God, they're just going fast again.
But they just went the other way. They were like, okay, if you're gonna hold bakery and stop Nerve from walking in, Nerve will just walk in some other direction. TK now feeling the pressure inside of code check as his castle barricade falls. Will shoot the drone, but now the attackers know exactly where he's sitting. Zur with a knife. I don't know what that was. Another knife, and that's actually gonna clean up TK. The ADS is burnt, but there's a refrag from Abadu, and we'll keep even man count. Abadu's still holding this wall as Mai creeps down the carpet stairs, waiting to spring on an unwary attacker, either by whiskey or by coat check, but Owen might be wary. Mai hears the air jab as well, doesn't want to get too close for fear of being blasted back on his ass. Loyal's very low HP, and unfortunately with the Doc dead, he'll have to sit on that low HP for the rest of the round. As Owen is going to say, okay, we've got control of whiskey, we're being held up at the door, I'll go for freezer wall, while the rest of the defense is attacked. Sarah's there. The Freezer wall not open just yet. The air jab hitting Mai, but no capitalization from the attack as they're too scared of these crossfires held from inside kitchen. Nerf being a very tight angle through that hole, not able to find anything, as things have kind of halted for Nomad. They had a very quick entry in, a one-for-one trade, and have stalled, not being able to figure out what to do about this angle and about their whiskey door push. Noodle takes a lot of damage courtesy of it sounded like the MP7 from Loyal, as Mai will go on yet another long flank, this time down Brown. There's another air jab in his way, though, but he might actually be able to come around. Yeah, he can come around the whole corner. What kind of flank does that stop? Nomads. Mai is able to just peek out, find two, and there's another. And make that three for Mai as Abadu cleans up the other player. Visionary take round 4 because the air jab placement, if you're going for that kind of flank, or that kind of flank hold, you have to have a drone or someone watching that. That air jabs like that stop the player from actually coming down the stairs, not from them peeking and killing your team. You saw how wary he was, but as soon as he figured out it's on the other side of the wall, he just swung. Found both the Maverick, what was that? The Maverick and the Capitao, I think? Or the Maverick and the... Yeah, it was the Maverick and the Capitao.
I don't know. It's... That was very interesting, to say the least. The thing that really is weird to me is... So it's 4-on-4 that whole time, through the whole flank. You obviously have a man down. You can have that man on drone. So if you're swinging back and forth, like you said, you should have that drone down there. If you're swinging back and forth from white to small bar, to downstairs first floor bar, if you're swinging back and forth, checking your flank, checking the freezer wall, and then going back to your team and doing that 2 or 3 times, like we saw from the defense, or from the attack, you should realistically have a flank drone on the stairs you're not watching, being those brown stairs. And we didn't see that from Nomads, and that really did cost them any chance at a third round. I won't say that it did outright cost them the third round because they stalled out in that position for 1.5 minutes, which was very not good looking, but
it was not Pog.
Still. Huh?
It was not Pog.
That was not very poggers.
It was
indeed.
un-Pog. It was the opposite of good. Do you know what the opposite of good is?
Bad?
It's not good.
What? Okay.
I think the big thing about that round for me too is, right, they make the early entry into whiskey, right? Into the lower bar, and they get their opening frag, whatever. The Wamai is inside of sight spraying at you. That's the bakery player. Have one guy rotate. Like, have one guy rotate, pinch that Wamai, and there you go. That's so much more presence you have, and one less player on site to worry about because the Jaeger's off. I don't understand why they just kept smashing their head against the wall. But round's done and dusted. It's 2-2 now. The smoke of Abadu we just saw downstairs on white for whatever reason. As again, we've got a pretty aggressive piano hold from the defense. They've got the player on Pixel. They've got the player in bathroom. It's the Jaeger and the Wamai combo. And we know you're a sub, but I mean, and Capitao's bolts, both of them are going to get caught by air jabs. And just to add insult to injury, TK is going to take out Impulse to follow up the TK from Nomads. This round is not looking great for the attack, as Sarafina will get a little bit lit up inside the freezer, but not finished off, courtesy of the those armor plates coming well in handy. But if Nomads pull this round off, I will be, thoroughly surprised.
Let it be known. Well, just kidding. Loyal finds Noodle, Abadu finds Nerve, and you will pay for your team kill. Flawless round for Visionary. I don't know why I didn't say flawless round. It was definitely 5 alive. But, yep, flawless. TK gets his first 2 kills. Let it be known, like I was trying to say, that no one gets the opening frag on TK 4 rounds in a row. So good on
Only three.
him. Only 3. He picked up 2. I think he's 2 and 4 now. We're slowly making gains back to a positive KD.
We can get see no pain, no gain. He had to go
yeah, 2
down
and 4.
3. It was like
He's 2 and 4, and he's second on his scoreboard.
listen, all those points.
That's
bro.
wild.
He's playing for the utility. It's like in like anime like Dragon Ball or whatever, like the character has to get beat up and like near death before they finally unleash their ultimate power.
Yeah.
See, that's what TK's doing. He had to go down first 3 times in a row. He had to go 0 and 4, and now we're gonna see him like ace. He's gonna 4K
Attackers need
eventually.
to locate and defuse
I
bombs.
guarantee this map will not end without a TK 4K. Mark my words.
With a what?
A TK 4K.
Dude, I will mark your words and I will collect when you're wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing against TK. He's just he has gotten the unlucky end of the stick here against Nomads. He died first on 3 different sites, 2 of which he got rushed down in the first 30 seconds on both of those kitchen service sites, which has got to
Attackers are
feel
moving out to
bad.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
Yeah. So that's why he's gotta. He's like lying on the ground, bloody face, huffing and puffing. Bad guy standing over him, and he's like, nah, and he explodes with energy and shoves him off. Now we're gonna see him get his payback.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite part of Dragon Ball, where whoever it was went down, and just before going Super Saiyan, just went nah, and that was it.
My favorite still when Goku Black. Okay, you read.
What?
That's my favorite. You've never seen that?
None of
Favorite
I
line
don't
in Dragon
I don't
Ball.
understand what you mean. You didn't see that when all you said was Goku Black.
No, Goku Black, like, he's talking to a character and he says, you read. And that's the line.
So already an Elamine is gonna go off. This attack is coming in fairly quick yet again. Up into the freezer area, going towards Cocktail. Abadu's gonna get chunked down and I think burned out by a Goyo shield being set off, and it's Nerve to find another frag, almost going down to a nice nade as TK. But here's Loyal, just plays slow. No, he missed the 1 pump on the wall. Doesn't
Slash hug
even
moment.
tag Owen. Slash hug moment. Slash hug vibes.
And now it's, you know what? It's because Loyal didn't believe hard enough. He didn't believe in the shotgun, and that lack of confidence lost him the fight. And M590 says, you know what? If you're not gonna believe in me, I'm not gonna believe in you. You don't get my power. So, hopefully Abadu fares a little better with that SMG-11 M590 combo, as Mai and TK are up with him in this 5 versus 3, but there's not a single point of damage dealt to the attack. And to add insult to injury, Mai gets taken out on his flank by Impulse. Abadu trying to retake up White Stairs, but there might be an air jab or 2 in his path, as Noodle has gotten them all down, and the site is forfeit. Plant going down now on default is staring through the floor. Abadu will catch Noodle. Can he deny the plant? No. Heaven will collect, and that's Zur with that kill. It's TK in the 1v4. All right, TK, don't let me down. Don't let me down. This is your time to shine. You got 35 seconds. You got to find the people upstairs as well as kill the people in sight. But he may have just given the attackers ample amount of time to get to perfect post-plant positions. Impulse is all the way back in bathroom. That is going to be a trek for the Jaeger to find that kill. Does not seem to play over the bar stand. Misses all his shots. Fire arrow to cut off his retreat, and looks away from Cocktail at the wrong time. Nerve finishes him off, and Nomads will effectively, I'd say at this level of play, they'll effectively win that.
I mean, regardless, I think even, I understand that it has been shifting more to a attacker sidedness, even if it is just 3-3 or stretching into 4-2. But the point still stands that 3-3 half is pretty solid for the attack. I think you're not unhappy about a 3-3 half at the end of things. So Nomads is going to have to, I think they're going to really have to work here, all told, to get going, but they have a solid baseline here. They've got a solid start to Cafe, which is their map pick. So maybe they've got something special coming out for us. Maybe not. They don't have a Wamai, and they're reinforcing the bar to piano wall
Interesting.
because I don't. They might be playing a nitro from below with those shotgun holes. Reinforcing that wall has always been very interesting to me. And that's just because you're cutting off so much of your...
10 seconds left before insertion.
Okay, now what is this?
5 seconds to insert.
They leave freezer soft?
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
No, Noodle has to be okay. Noodle still has reinforcements. Okay, we're good. I was like, you're leaving the core wall of the site soft. Instead, okay, back to my point. Reinforcing that wall is very interesting because it, especially if you have someone playing in Pixel, that really cuts off your team. Please. No. They didn't bring soft breach.
They have an Ash in the zone if they want to save it. I mean, you can shoot the hatch open, yeah, see? Look at the
It's
hatch
still
open.
so funny. That's wild. Instead of bringing breach charges, they brought 2 claymores and 3 sets of flashbangs on 5 operators who all have breach charges. And that's wild. Okay. I mean,
The funny
whatever.
thing
It
is they
worked.
have-
It worked.
Funny thing is they have all these flashes, but there's only a Jaeger.
Yeah. That especially.
Well, that was a little comical, but at least they save the Ash charges and they save the impacts on Zoth, so they can destroy the Evil Eyes. That's pretty much all they're gonna need to do. I don't even think anyone on Nomads has a shield. Yeah, not a single shield. That's definitely interesting too, considering how powerful shields are on Cafe, on top floor in particular, and just all around how good shields are. As the C4 from Impulse to cover his retreat will miss. He's now pretty much stuck in reading. I don't think he expects to get out of there. He's probably, yeah, I'm gonna die here. I'm just gonna try and hold them off for as long as possible, as
Attackers have located a bomb.
there's only oh, yeah, I think they were Electroclaw tricked. Oh no, they're what? One column is
are being Electroclaw tricked.
oh,
that
that's
little
why,
bit is
from
muted.
below. It's from below. One bit is muted, and from below that hole in the floor. Oh no, never mind. I thought I saw a hole in the floor. That was weird. I'm tripping. No, okay. I'm just stupid. But this Mozzie's still stuck downstairs, and despite being on 1 HP and literally having no retreat, he's wasted like 2 minutes. Like they shoot him. You have drones. Use your drone. Well, I guess Abadu doesn't have drones. Mine might have drones. Mine has
We've
one.
got-
Well, it's somewhere.
It doesn't matter
Barely.
now. We have to just work on the fragging. Mai's gonna find Impulse downstairs, but no breaches means you have to rush into this. Noodle's gonna find one. What is the Maestro of Owen doing? He's pushed up. Seraphine is gonna find another as this attack is working out by the grace of God.
Huh? Huh? What the hell just happened? Bro, I hate this. Can I go back to Challenge League? Dog, what? 1, how did that attack work? 2, how did he live that long?
What is... Oh, even better, what is Owen doing? He's swinging with the Maestro with no info? No one was on cams. None of them were on cams. He just had to, like, play a little passive and mow down the door, and instead he went through the breach hole. Like, I don't get it, man.
Can we forget about that round? I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Many bombs as they can.
So they're gonna try bar for the first time. Their first defense of this half. Visionary were able to win 4 of their defensive rounds, whereas Nomads only won 3 attacks. So we're gonna switch the sides here. This is gonna be bar first for Nomads. The big thing.
You're
for me
really
that-
going at
The big
it.
thing for me that I think is surprising is the fact that they're not bringing a Lamai, where we saw it nearly every round for Visionary. So they're gonna have a lot less of that projectile denial, but they have the Mute Mozzie combo. They still got Meister to waste a little bit of utility. Kaid as well coming out
Attackers are heading out
to
to defuse a
probably
bomb.
deny the freezer
Attackers
walls.
dropped the diffuser. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
They are leaving one of the freezer walls. Okay, no, there we go. All right, there we go. I was about to be very concerned. Impulse is going to be roaming down below, so this is something we didn't see from Visionary that we're now going to be seeing for the first time this map, and that's a downstairs roam on bar. A lot of Visionary's defenses revolved around piano, which we're not going to see. Again, for the first time this map, we're going to see really no investment in piano for the defense. So they are bringing a Kali. Seraphina now on the sniper. That's cool. Kali we haven't seen yet. Even on the bakery attacks, we didn't see a Kali, which is definitely interesting. That's usually where she sees the most play. The Kali is definitely going to be useful in challenging, like, a crossbar. He just threw his drone into the wall. Are you kidding me? Bro. There you go.
So, from here, it has been interesting. There's 0 pixel presence. This is so interesting, to say the least, from Nomads, that they're instead opting to really give
Attackers
up
have located a
a
bomb.
lot of pressure and presence, and instead opt for just trying to retake, I guess, and play off a nitro plant with that, because Impulse is running around downstairs. He's gonna eat his first drone with that pest, the little spider crab robot guy. That's very fun. So one less drone on the board for Visionary here, as the claw is going to zap away nothing really. Nerve is going to be pressured out just a little bit, as actually I think it did destroy Habana pellets, and Impulse has made his way up red and found TK, and there is no communication. No one. Oh, now they take down Impulse, but
Bro.
everyone was so focused on this
Okay,
attack.
they have a mute, right? Like, your drones know there's a mute. You don't even have to see the mute. The jammers are loud as hell. You're not going to clear it with the Kali first? And because of that, they're going to lose a set of X-Kairos. At least Mai will fell Owen on the long angles. The Maestro, unfortunately, not doing his best work, not having a good start to the half. Abadu on white stairs, breaking the barbed wire, and is immediately going to get swung by Zrr. What the hell is Mute doing? Nuno takes out Mai. Here's the swing. The pre-fire with the Bearing 9 actually finds the pick. Flank coming around by Jaeger, though. He'll kill the planter. 5 seconds left, and Seraphine has to find 2 kills. He'll get 1, but tucked inside the freezer. There's no time. He's ADS. He can't get there, and the pre-fire from Jaeger will stop the Kali. And Nomads will take the first defense of the new half.
Stop saying that. You're gonna genuinely trip someone up. You're gonna make someone go insane and think that we only run, or that we run 7 round halves, which is crazy because we don't. So 4-4 now. I hate you, man. I hate you.
Yeah, Carpe,
So-
unfortunately, we had 7 round halves. New face it rules.
So, with that being said, kitchen service is opted into, and now we're gonna see the sledge. I think it's the. Oh, I didn't see the Echo get 6'd off too. I completely forgot that Echo is open.
Defenders.
It's
Oh,
been
yeah, it's
9
not
rounds of no Echo.
He's not auto banned.
What?
Also, Maya's playing Commando IQ.
Ew, yeah.
Don't
What?
you the Commando.
They're both
Thank
jump
you,
at me for Ewing the commando. I'm a G8 rat.
No, I'm... Goodbye.
G8's the best weapon in the game, but that's not for me to say. Crow, did you leave?
Yeah,
10 seconds to go.
because you yield the commando.
5 seconds remaining.
I will not stand.
Okay, my bad.
Attackers'
You're right.
objective is to
Damn
locate
right
a bomb and
Cast the game.
I guess Owen is not doing well on the Alda, which I didn't think was possible, but he proved me wrong, as he's 0-2, or sorry, 0-1 on his defensive half right now. So maybe the ACOG is what he needs, as Nerve is going to be picking up the Rook, not the Doc we saw from Visionary. Mai is already in White Corridor, and Serafini's going to be opening pick on the Zerur. Jaeger, dead early. I don't even know where the hell he was. I don't see the death mark. Good flash, Abadu. It's not going to blind him, though. An Impulse will get the frag on TK. So your Zofia goes down, and wow, a long angle being played with the Vector is going to drop Serafina on the floor. Loyal trades back on Noodle, though, so the coat check player is finally dispatched of, and Serafina will be recoverable, unless Impulse can get the perfectly timed flank. He peeks around in just a second. He could potentially find 1 or 2 kills, but no, they're out of sight already.
attackers
Unfortunate.
recovered the diffuser. No
No air jab to lock him in place just yet. Never mind. Caster's cursor again. Oh no, wait, that was on Brown. He's over by red. So I guess, yeah, still no air jab really to prevent Impulse from going to Harry Potter. And taking that power position as Echo plays aggressively by the Whiskey double door. Nerve holding a very long angle, and there's the visual I was just talking about. Abadu will fall, and we're back to an even man count 3v3, but with HP squarely in the advantage of Nomads.
So, yeah, we do have just half the round, and there are good flank drones looking like it from Visionary, but trying to not have the same thing happen to them that they pulled on Nomads. With that big flank from Mai, I believe it was. But Seraphina's on 20 health. Mai's finished up the full 100 there with just about 70 or so. And everyone on the defense is full health. And you have very great defenders on the board. You have Vigil with that great K1A. You have Doc with the ACOG. And the Echo, the only operators you probably would want, aside from the Echo, would be a Smoke or a Maestro. But now Impulse is being, I think, spam pinged. No, that's people downstairs being spam pinged on the side of Visionary. And here comes the first frag, almost messing up his Nerve, but he's not going to mess up there. He's tagged Loyal down to half as well, who's not going to start the plant. They're prone, chilling out as Nerve heals himself. Owen picks up what remained of Serafina, and Nerve for 2 takes down Loyal. And that will be now 5-4 in the way of Nomads, their first lead in since round 3.
Yeah. Nomads now winning both of their defenses, and I should stop.
Yes.
Nomads now 2-1 on their defense, and I mean, they had the same problem that Visionary had, or Visionary had the same problem that Nomads had. Quick entry into the reception restaurant whiskey area, and then nothing. At least they actually got in the site, but I mean, there was really no doing anything with the amount of control that the defense still had in their favor. So now it's reading. As they've won bar, they've won kitchen, they'll go to the
Attackers need to
tertiary.
locate and defuse bombs.
Of course, you hold the site very similarly to the top floor, except this time we've got a much a different operator selection from Nomads. Visionary were running Goyo. Who do they have?
What's the
Goyo, Maestro, something like that.
Maestro? Yeah.
Whereas it's going to be.
I think they had a Wamai, probably. Oh wait, yeah, they did run the Ella. Mai did run the Ella
I
here.
don't. Oh yeah, you're right. And Nomads are going to swap it off with the 2 FBI operators. They're going to play Pulse and they're going to play Castle. So Castle being able to just deny a little more utility. Be able to deny some of the angles as well that you can hold long from cigar down bar, all that good stuff for the defense, and just a little more intel on the side of Owen. Owen been playing the intel ops. He found 1 kill last round. He's no longer Owen. Now he's 1 in.
He had 2 kills before that. What?
But that no, I was not talking about exclusively on the defense.
Oh.
Yeah, he's 1 in on the defense. So I guess he's gonna be playing the pulse, maybe devoted to that cardiac sense for a little bit more instead of trying to frag out. Which, of course, if you're a pulse, you definitely don't want to really try and do unless you're like Fox A or Canadian or something. Because normally you'll just lose the first gunfight you get in as he starts getting droned out pretty heavily. They know he's back in train. There's a third drone looking at him, and again, because that cardiac sensor is so powerful, he'll likely be the first point of contention for this attack as they start to make their way down the round. Blow up the scene above.
This has become a pretty common defense, having the pulse playing around in train with some reinforcements for himself, but he's stuck his way into a train and he's staying safe. That nitro is going to do nothing. Actually nothing, and it's going to be the cause of his death. I think through his own nitro hole.
No,
Probably
that was the
not.
breach in charge.
Oh, that was a charge, but still, they didn't have a proper rotate provided for him, and having to crouch through that fireplace is quite frustrating. Because of that, Owen will fall to TK, who, like you had wanted, he's trying to get that 4K, but he's gotten one this round. You can cheer on TK all you want, buddy. But we're going to see now a different attack. Normally, we don't really see a Pillar's Breach, very interestingly.
Well,
not a lot of teams get to there.
I feel like the Pillar's Breach isn't uncommon. It's uncommon to see the Pillar's Breach without any upstairs control.
Yeah.
So, I guess Nomads, or Visionary just kind of wants to get to the point quickly without getting too distracted. Serafina is now all the way upstairs, holding flank, but I doubt he's going to be pushing the roamers by himself. He's probably just going to sit there, cut off their angle, and let his teammates continue attacking downstairs. TK holding 90, Hibano holding the breach, Sledge over by the castle barricade. Now, Sledge has not opened it yet. He's likely waiting for a call from his team, and that was an interesting swing from Zur. His head gets taken off by Sarah, and Loyal gets Nerve inside the site. So that's a C4 off the board, a very good pick there. As it's Noodle and Impulse, the castle in the smoke. Gas cannons start to come out with 10 seconds left, but it might be too late as Loyal is getting the plant down, and the smoke has smoked the wrong area. Mai gets one, and there's Abadu. I almost call him Andrew. Abadu with the other. And Visionary will take their second attack of the half, and we will even back out at 5-5.
It's very interesting. The Visionary has seen so much success so far. Well, not so much, but they're still seeing success so far on these attacks without a Sledge. As I'm going to say that, they're going to pick a Sledge again. So,
Sledge last round.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Last round?
Yep.
I thought that was the IQ. Oh, my bad.
Sledge was hanging out by the pillar's door. That's why.
Oh, that is
after
true.
they opened the breach, he just slashed
Fine.
open the door and they walked in.
So they're not running the IQ anymore. And it's okay. There's an echo pick. So it's just very interesting. We went through 6 defenses from Visionary with no echo. This is something that keeps running. Teams
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
ban, like echo doesn't need to be banned. They play with echo up. And they don't run echo. And it's just so interesting. But we'll finally see a Wamai from Nomad, or Nomads, as it will be. Hopefully, are they going to open up that one wall? Maybe. What is Impulse doing? That is a weird shield. Are they going to put? Okay, so they're going to put a Goyo shield there instead.
I don't.
Or
See,
interesting.
I don't like people that play behind a Goyo shield. If their utility gets cleared and they don't fall back immediately, usually die.
So here's another question. Can that Goyo shield be shot from Whitehall window? I don't think so.
No. They can't.
Okay.
I don't think so. Oh,
I feel like if you're Impulse, you better hope it can't.
maybe? No, I don't think so. But Noodle is gonna get lit up actually from the skylight, as he was maybe trying to put a jammer down or something. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he's gonna be stuck at about 15 HP. Oh, nice bar.
He has a rotate out, man.
Action bar. That's like, you know when people like when they're retreating and they put down like a C4 or whatever to cover their retreat, or like a gas canister or something. I want to start doing that with barbed wire. Just stare at him and put down barbed wire and keep running.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill somebody. Wow, okay, the leg's being spotted and Nerve is awful! Okay, you're not awful. But that was, yikes. TK is going to quickly jump on that opportunity as Loyal took less than 50 damage from that. I don't know how, but he did, and you're gonna lose your Echo off of an aggressive play that the game said no to. So, no more control of the Yokais. Sure, they can give you intel, but, I mean, without that plant denial and with no smoke on the board, that could definitely hurt if Visionary pick up their pace. Now, they still have to clear that Goyo shield in sight that the Jaeger is currently sitting behind, just cutting off the Cigar doorway all by himself. Noodle gonna be challenging the Skylight, interestingly enough, and Zerg played maybe a little too aggressively. TK gets his second kill. Only 2 more, man. Come on, you got this. Seraphina now sending out an air jab to prevent any players over towards Freezer from getting out, and Owen loses that fight too. It's the round of whiffs here for Nomads, as there's only Impulse and Noodle left. Oh, what the hell? Okay, the Nomad and the Sledge both fall to some very interesting engagements there. Plant not going down just yet. Loyal carrying that diffuser. TK and Avadu gonna have to be on that cover. The Zofia watching over towards Freezer, daring any defender to peek their head out as Avadu cuts off the pixel angle. Drone gonna spot Impulse though, and he's gonna shy away from that ascent, as Loyal will start to try and get this default plant down. It's an easy peek from Freezer, but of course you have the Zofia to worry about sitting on the balcony, and they will forfeit the plant. Loyal gets it down, and he'll actually be able to retreat away as well, leaving TK to cover. He finds one on a Noodle, a triple kill. Can he find the fourth? No! He'll get slammed, and wow, okay, what a shot from Impulse. He'll delete Abadu off the face of the earth. Now, Loyal's down in a 1v1, thanks to some impressive play by Impulse, but is it enough? He's gonna hit the defuse, but unfortunately fall off. Loyal knows that he can play for the time, as Impulse will hop off yet again. 5 more seconds, and the Hibana wins this round. He's gonna take away the timer, he'll drop, and there's the victory for Visionary. A big 3K for TK on the cover and the post plant, and that's now gonna be map point secured for Visionary.
It's a shame he got wallbanged there by Impulse. It's they both were right on top of each other. That was so crazy. Almost won it out. But good news, bad news. Good news here for Visionary. They are 1 round away from winning. They are up 3-2 so far in this attacking half, and they just need to make a kitchen service attack work out. However, the last time we came here, it did look pretty solid for Nomads. It was Impulse running rampant upstairs on the Vigil, and this time he's going to look to do the same. This time with the Oryx, not really an operator we see at all. I think the last time that any news was dropped on Oryx, he was across, it was like 17. There he goes. Head first. Head first. That was funny to watch.
How much did they pay Nerf?
Okay. That's wrong. Yeah, 100%. Nerve sat there and said, "I'm gonna make a play." And then Nerve went and said, "I'm gonna make a play." And as he went for that peek, his team said, "Nah, dog, you're on Echo." But it didn't matter. So, as I was saying, last time we saw any news on Oryx, he has seen just about 2% play rate across all the major regions. And with that, it's interesting Impulse isn't going to reinforce the hatch. I think he is now. Or he might be looking for a spawn peek. He might be getting it, though. There he goes. 1,700 rounds or so. He has seen a 2% play rate, netting himself a nice 60% win rate. So he doesn't see as much play as Yana, who we also haven't seen tonight. And I really like seeing Yana. I really like
too.
Yana.
You know why people bring Yana?
Nades.
Do I need to? I'm gonna do the bit. So people bring Yana because 1, she has nades. 2, she is a good intel op. She's basically got infinite drones. 3, it's freaking thick. As we'll get to work on the red wall. Make
like that
way
bit.
in for the entry as Impulse and Abadu will get into a skirmish. Impulse will come off worse for wear, but the Doc's there to heal him up. You know, Abadu on the very slight back foot. I don't even know you could have called that a back foot just yet. I like that
Yeah.
Oryx got the. I'm glad they gave him the. I like that change.
It feels really nice.
It
All
does.
things.
The
It
MP5
feels,
on the angle grip just.
at the same time, though, it looks so janky because you come off a charge like. You come off a charge running through somewhere, and then you're firing before the model of your gun even ADSs, or like even comes back up from a charge. So it's a little janky looking, but I really do think it was a very welcome change to allow him to get in and out of those gunfights a good bit. He is far and away the best skirmish type operator that we have in Siege, which we don't really get to see much at all. So
cool, like you know, like the Apache style of combat.
Yeah,
like
the hit and run.
Yeah, Oryx. I like that.
That's what I'm saying. He's like really good at that, and we don't really have that in Siege. Everyone just should be taking an outright gunfight.
Imagine, like, remember how like G2 in their prime, how they would do like the poke and prod kind of roam. Imagine if they had Oryx. I feel like that would be. I feel like that would be absolutely nuts. But with 44 seconds left, the attacker's gonna have to hurry. What the hell? Okay. Abadu's gonna throw away that kill, and Zur actually gets away without a single point of damage taken. Now Sarah very aware of that flank as Loyal gets that breach down. Nothing to stop it though. No mute, no electricity ops. Wow, Abadu got that? Okay. They'll trade, but it's still Zur going down and Abadu staying up. Maybe, actually, yep, he will be recovered. So, 5 versus 4, but low HP across the board for vision areas. Impulse takes out what little is left of Abadu. Loyal not going for the plant just yet. Mai getting noodled with a quick trade on the Nomad. Echo drones as well, still up. And just like that, round's over. And Nomads take round number 12. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be heading to OT and prolong the pain.
Well, that's what happens when you take too long to attack against an Echo. The execute itself didn't seem bad. It seemed like they probably would have gotten that plant down. But all things considered, you have to consider the Echo. And I guess Nomads or Visionary did not consider the Echo. They did not consider the following.
Yeah.
And consider the following: Echo exists. That's it. That's the entire bit.
Stop not taking IQ.
What?
Impulse on Caveira. That's an impulse thing if I've ever seen it. Haha, haha, hee. Get it? Haha.
Attackers need to locate
Cav.
and defuse bombs.
I've casted a good bit of Cav, mostly from Scam's Flop in Contender, who, as adamant as Carpe is, I'm still believe that is a troll style of play that they do, but it is what it is. That is something not related to this. Impulse, I think, ran away immediately. Like, he impacted his way out of sight so he could go faster, and he just dipped. Like, he is gone. Oh, he did get drone. That sucks. Still, though, he was just gone. So, we'll be seeing the Caveira, which we don't really get to see just because the entirety of her kit.
But they got Jack.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
so
kidding.
that
Well,
she
her
can counter out
silent step-
his ability.
Yeah, her silent step.
So-
what is it like? If you get pinged
You can cancel
while
out the
your
ping.
silent step is active.
No,
Like, don't you have to?
you
don't
can't.
you have
So your footsteps don't show when you activate silent step.
Yeah.
They go away the moment you activate it.
Yeah.
And if you activate while being pinged, like say he pings you and then you put it on, it
I know it
negates the
stops
ping.
the ping. So what if you're already in silent step and you get pinged?
Well, you can't.
Oh, you just.
Yeah, all your footsteps go away.
Oh, it's suppressed too. Oh.
Really?
Oh my God.
I heard you want to lose every gunfight possible.
Yeah.
What, the
unless
M12 is not?
Literally just
No.
what?
The
What permit?
M12 is not suppressed by default.
No. No, the pistol is. The SMG's not. What? Okay, he's gonna sit bottom white in the corner over my garage. By the way, before we get into the action, shout out to Milano in chat, 2-time ESA invite champ on Team Nobu. I miss Team Nobu, man. Not gonna lie, Team Nobu were a fantastic team. As soon as Nobu disbanded too, every French team donated to Paul with a massive sigh of relief. As Mai will find the feet, and he'll sniff them real soon, as the good jackal should. TK quickly going down the stairs. And Loyal will get the first frags. Zur going down immediately. Well, not immediately, but going down initially. Yet again, the drone coming out will spot the Cav. He'll win one gunfight, but get quickly traded. And unfortunately, all his contribution has now been reversed as Mai will get picked up. So the Cav essentially doing nothing. I mean, I guess wasting some time, but usually by the time the attackers go for a full top clear and end up hitting the site, it's a minute left anyway. So, I mean, it's not the biggest thing in the world. The Cav not really coming into play at all. As now the breach goes down on Freezer to allow that line of sight into the kitchen for the attack. They still have all 5 men up as well against the 3 of Nomads, but it's a Maestro with Doc and a Goyo. So I mean, that's a pretty decent last 3 lineup as TK will eat a bullet through the floor thanks to the Doc on a very long angle all the way through Bakery, through the wall, through the ceiling. Smoke starts to come out to facilitate the push. The Goyo peeks his head up and actually wins that fight to Loyal. Loyal just not pressing mouse 1. Hitting the deck is the Goyo, looking to try and deny the plant, but he'll get flanked by the Jackal. Another kill from Mai. The Evil Eye trying to deny. Is it going to be enough? No, it's destroyed, and TK not even going to get the plant down. Sarah will just end it there, and Visionary will take the first round to overtime.
We obviously can't point all the fingers there at the Caveira, but you do have to, well, you really can't even say that because, so...
Visual is just better. Like,
I'm trying to think.
Every way, shape, or form. If he
So
was
the
visual,
3 rounds of kitchen service we saw, Impulse ran Vigil, Oryx, Cav. The Cav was definitely the far least useful. He was able to pick up 1 frag on the Oryx, and his Vigil play was great. He just sprinted back and forth between the 3 stairwells and was obnoxious, and I think he picked up at least 2, if not 3 frags. So very interesting that he opted into the Caveira, just because notoriously she provides very little utility, and what utility she does provide puts her in a very very vulnerable state where she, you know, in a very communicative zone or environment, rather, not zone, in a very communicative environment such as comp siege in any capacity, Cav is just not gonna have the same impact that she does in ranked, because in ranked you can pray and hope and probably end up, you know, interrogating someone who doesn't have a mic or isn't calling right or anything, or doesn't call it out well. But, you know, you are usually not running solo in comp. You're not running alone. You're not giving Cav these opportunities where she can suppress pistol you from behind and interrogate you. So, I mean, we did see the extent of really her use in competitive there. She wasted 2 minutes.
But even then, that's like a normal 2 minutes anyway. So. Guarantee would have wasted more time if he played Vigil. All 3 ADSs are stacked on this shield right now, because they've also got a Wamai to double up. This is, I feel like the Wamai is a key piece of what Nomads wasn't bringing. It was definitely really weird. And so far, I mean, he's done a good job of taking the Capital pulse. Wow, that is a tight angle played by Impulse. Nearly takes TK off the board through that chair, but TK will retreat behind the cover of the shield once again. Owen opening that red wall with the Maverick Torch, allowing his team to get in and burn all that utility flashes coming out every which way.
Oh!
And there's a nade to down and finish off TK. Noodle gets that opening pick. That was actually pretty good. I am pleasantly surprised that that clear of Pixel actually went according to plan. Well, Zophia's gonna drop down the hatch, but I mean, he can just rotate back up, so I mean, it's not the biggest thing in the world. Or he can go roam clear, which might be a better use of his time, as there's a minute and a half left, so I mean, he can just confirm for his team that there's no C4 to worry about downstairs. In fact, no C4 at all. There's not a single C4 op, nothing. You're really gonna have to rely on the smoke for the plant denial pretty heavily. Only got one for him. The nade from Nerve nearly killing himself, unfortunately, as Owen goes to work on the freezer wall. They don't have they don't have a Hibana, so they're not going to be able to take advantage of the lack of hard breach denial, as Mai on the retreat will take a bullet to the back through the bathroom rotate. 4 shots sailing in, but none will land. There's 50 seconds left. Nomad of Noodle is going to sit on the skylight, try to cover the plant, as Owen will go for default through the bar wall. Bit of a long arm plant, and so far unable to be denied as Loyal swings out, gets his head taken off by Impulse from a long angle. Abadu will take advantage of the retreating Maverick though, and Seraphina collects on Zur, so 2 frags in the way of Visionary, but Impulse will kill Abadu. The smoke goes down. It's Mai and Seraphina, the last 2 defenders, as an air jab will sail out, and that'll be Sarah going down. Well, Mai will hit the head of Impulse, but 22 seconds left, and top floor control in the favor of the defense. Actually, wait, can he long arm this? He might be able to. No, the sledge coming around, and Wamai will go down, nearly getting it, but Nerve is there in time, dropping the red hatch. He's fast enough. And we're gonna go to max OT. We have now reached maximum pain. I didn't think the suffering was gonna go this long. But
nice.
Nomad and Visionary are determined. They are determined to basically sit us down in the Clockwork Orange chair, pry our eyes open, and make us stare at the screen until our
it's
eyes
not that bad. You are making
I
this
know.
such a big deal.
Exaggeration is fun.
Stop
But no,
being-
it's been a little bit of a confusing game, but it's not awful. Okay, Carpe just called me the B word.
You know what? I can second that. That's kind of rude.
You're
Carpe.
lying. Oh, you were gonna.
I kind of zoned out for a second. So, Noodle, Nerve, and Impulse have all hit triple digits on the frags for Nomads, where on the other side of things, Abadu, Mai, and Seraphina are all on double digits. However, there's only the possibility of, at best, 4 total having double-digit kills on the side of Visionary, whereas on the side of Nomads, neither Owen nor Zerur can make it. All at the same time, Zerur and Noodle have died 12 rounds.
12?
Yeah.
At
And
least
he's been
Noodle's
playing
on
Zoe, and he's been playing Zoe Jaeger a lot.
Yeah, that's one of the situations where you can tell, like, I'm pretty sure he's a sub. Where it's like, yeah, we're just gonna stick you on Jaeger, just kill people, like, you don't even bother learning the strats. But unfortunately, he's not killing people. And it makes you wonder, if Zero was showing up, maybe Nomads would have won their map by now. Because remember, this is Nomads' map. If Visionary win this, they'll be effectively, going with even more of an advantage on a clubhouse. Owen and Abadu are currently sitting with their backs to each other. Of course, it is a hard wall, so I mean, there's nothing they can do about it. If Owen turns around, he'll be able to see, but... Oh, he's hugging there's a reinforcement for him as well. Breaching charge is going above, though, to try and clear out this pulse. Now, he played this train position last time. I think we can both agree it did not go well. He got pitched out and cleared immediately, but he'll play a little smarter. He'll fall back earlier, make his way safe back in the dining. So they'll still have that intel on the board. And the most important thing for him is that he stays alive, keeps his heartbeat sensor up, maybe rotates back into reading, and plays for the C4. Nearly walks into fireplace and gets taken out by Abadu as more players drop by into pillars with the sledge. And again, a little bit of a bypass of this top floor hole. It's definitely interesting from Visionary. TK sees the feet of Owen for a second, but he actually wins the fight against Abadu. Trade him! TK, shoot the guy! Okay. Alright, he's gonna... Oh no, okay, he downed him at least. So, there's that, but still, Owen winning that fight against Abadu might be... That might be the round changer. The Pulse, instead of wasting only, 30 seconds and dying immediately, is able to waste effectively 1.5 to 2 minutes and get away with his life. Noodle, though, taking out Mai with Sarah on the trade, putting us back to a 3 versus 4 as Owen is recovered downstairs. That is 2 men off site, but they can play from below and keep feeding his team that intel. TK on the IQ, unfortunately not really going to be able to do anything about it, but Sarah up above, watching like an angel from the heavens, will take out Zerur. Still not having the best game. Back to even man count and make that the advantage for Visionary as Owen has to come back up to site soon. He's gotta help Nerve. He's coming in for the flank through mining. Hitting the vault might have been heard, but no, all the attacker's attention is focused on this man in sight. This flank from Owen could be huge, though, as the plant is going down. There's 4 seconds left. Can he deny? No, he can't hit the head. And it'll forfeit the plant. 1 versus 3, and he won't even be able to find one. The planter shuts him down, and in max OT, Visionary will take Nomads map and move with the advantage in the clubhouse.
8-7. We went the distance for sure, as that was hard-fought victory indeed. I think the most we ever saw was a single round lead for either team. It went back and forth, as we'll see 14 from Mai, Serafina, and Impulse. Second on both frag lists are Abadu and Noodle on 11. So good job, and a high kill count game. That's obviously what you come to expect with 8-7s or big time, very, very long, very bloody matches here. So with that, we're going to take a fat 10-minute break since there's no second match. And we'll head into Clubhouse, like we said, Visionaries map, with them leading 1-0. So stick around for that.
Welcome back, everyone. After Cafe, it was a very long and well fought match. Well, it was a fought match. We can say that it was definitely fought. It went 8-7 the way of Visionary. Now this was Nomad's map pick, so they are going to be going into the advantage, going into map number 2, which will be Clubhouse. I don't know. Are you feeling it too well, or do you think this is going 3 maps?
Nomads is starting on the defense on club. Depending on the bans, this can go 3 maps. And when I say that, I think if Maverick is left up, this goes 3 maps. Because neither team could really work a Maverick. But that allows a different operator to come through for Nomads to ban out early on. At which point, them starting on the defense could give them definitely the upper hand. And if it's a ban they know how to work around, then it can be pretty big. Or, actually, now that I think about it, damn it, it can go the other way. Because I was thinking, oh yeah, they just banned Capital. But then I was like, damn it, no. Nomads played Capital. Visionary didn't touch Capital at all.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We're waiting for someone. But as soon as we get that 5th R, we'll be able to get into the game.
Neither team. Yeah. So
you think?
because of that, I'm just gonna look back through stuff, I guess. Neither team played club. On Villa, both teams lost 7-3. So that one's really up in the air.
They don't have anything on club yet, though, right?
No.
Let's ask chat. Hey, chat. Who do you think is gonna win?
In 3 minutes, tell us
Well,
what do you.
yeah. In 3 minutes, tell us who you think is gonna win. Actually, wait. You can probably run a poll, Carpe. Actually, wait, are
Oh.
we affiliate? Don't you have to be an affiliate? Oh, wait,
Oh.
can you run a poll? Can I run a poll? I'm a mod.
How do I? Yeah, we're all
Oh,
mods.
you might have to do it in mod view.
Can we run a poll?
Yeah.
Carpe found the poll.
Yo, they found the poll thing. The pog.
Poll.
I wouldn't mind a map 3 because there's no second game. We are waiting. How many?
We're live right now.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh yeah, we're live right now.
Someone just told me to go bald. I'm not gonna go bald. I
agree. He has been here.
I
don't know what team he plays for. I've seen him.
I need a haircut, but like, I'm not gonna go bald, bro. You're looking like a Shaolin monk, bro.
Dude, your hair between your hair and the darkness of your room, it looks like you just are missing half your head. Like your skin is so light compared to your black hair, and your room is so dark.
They call me Phineas Gage.
Okay. So do you think? Now, don't say what you want. Say what you believe. Do you think we're gonna see a map 3 or not?
If we're going off stats, I believe Visionary was technically more dominant throughout all their rounds concerning round wins with people left alive. So I'm going to go Visionary. Just based off of that.
Okay.
Purely based off of that and the fact that Zer went 4-13.
Oh.
And that one of their guys going double digits was still negative.
Oh, that is true.
So just purely based off of stats right now, I think it's
Did you know You can swing the vote base with bits? That's wild.
Seriously? You can just like that's illegal.
Voting again will cost you 5 bits. That's crazy.
You can just do that.
You can really swing
You
the
can
vote.
basically bribe the vote. Yo, wait, what are I can't see. What are fang bangs?
I don't know. Someone else said fang this is becoming Crow's facial hair or Crow's hair show.
I put fang mangs. Studio album by Wednesday 13.
Don't think that's it.
Oh,
sweet.
it's like when your bangs are straight and then you've got two pieces like on the side that are longer.
Oh, that are really long?
Yeah, those are fang. I am never. I'm not that. Listen, I'm not a scene girl from 2000.
So, away from Crow's hair, we
Sweet.
have gotten ready ups.
We have.
And we're going to be
We're
starting
right now. Bye. Bye. It's Clubhouse. Die vier Reiter. Do you know what that means?
Hold on. That you were going to say that was almost perfect pronunciation. Hold on.
Die vier Reiter.
Die vier Reiter.
No, die vier Reiter.
My bad. I didn't pronounce it right. So,
It's,
D is the.
Yeah. Then you got one more, right?
Rider probably is. I mean, it's Clubhouse. It's a biker bar. It's probably Rider. Right?
What's fear? You don't know eins, zwei.
Oh, are you gonna count? Oh, it's
Eins, zwei, drei,
4.
vier. Yeah.
The 4.
It's
the
the
4
four
horsemen?
riders, which is yeah.
Oh, look at that! Look at us.
Yeah, bro. I think it was Sentis. Sentis told me that. I think Sentis is German. Yeah, it's like the 4 riders, but it's used to mean the
Like the 4 horsemen
of the apocalypse. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And get it? It's because the biker gang is modeled after the Hanover Angels.
Yeah. So
Big brain. All right, who banned first? I wasn't paying attention. Nomads did because they're
Visionary did.
Nomads did. They're on
Visionary
defense.
did.
Defense get the first ban.
No,
Yes.
no. I just
No.
watched it.
Nomads defense always gets the first ban. You're insane. I'm writing down Hibana was banned by Nomads.
All right, the Valkyrie sets precedent. Maybe you're right.
Exactly. So
No Valkyrie. 2 maps in a row. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Thatcher also not on the board again because it's Clubhouse. Hibana ban is interesting.
Attackers
So they're
need
going to
to
leave
locate
Maverick
and
up,
defuse bombs.
keep Thermite so that it's a little bit easier to deny the split push if they're going for construction. A little bit more time dealing with the hatches, of course. Banning the Hibana as well effectively nullifies your need for a tie-in on the basement. So that allows you to pick up another op like Rook. Why? Why is he still running Rook? It is Church on Club. Why?
No, it's this
free
time.
up.
This time, it's from Impulse. It's from Nomads bringing the Rook.
It was him last time.
No, it was Serafina the last time. Visionary was bringing the Rook last time.
I swear to God, Impulse also did. They made a
Why
they
did Sirius?
Attackers are moving out to locate
No,
the
I don't
bomb and
think so.
defuse it.
I think Echo is also banned, which is, curiously he was left up, but Visionary were the ones that had a round loss due to Echo. So I guess they're like, you know what? If they're gonna ban, we're gonna ban Echo. Screw that. We don't want to get caught by that again. And Nomads say, all right, well, if they're gonna take out Echo, we'll take out Valk, and that will also nullify the need for an IQ. So both sides get kind of a little bit more freedom in their op select.
very interesting that the Valkyrie keeps getting banned out. Not really an operator that we see banned out often. This shotgun hole is very intriguing. I don't totally understand what the bar hole is supposed to do, especially if they're not going to have anyone running upstairs. So, okay, Noodle. Thank you for making.
Sheer just called me Hibana.
What? All right, why is everything, dude? All of my electronics are going off. My Google Home is telling me that it couldn't understand me. My Siri was telling me it couldn't understand me. I think I'm being hacked.
Nice.
So, this is always the fun part about these defenses,
Hey,
by the
Google.
way. Stop.
Can I kiss Kyle?
I can't hear you. So,
My Google
it's
did.
very interesting.
Google says yes.
These attacking things on the attack side on bunker defenses, church arsenal defenses, are always very fun and very slow and very lacking anything interesting because we're at 2 minutes now and effectively nothing has happened.
Yeah, upstairs control gained by Visionary because there's no one to challenge them. And that impact trick is going to deny the thermite. Loyal will take a little bit of damage and lose his second exothermic charges. The other one was allocated to dirt. And you are an absolute goddamn madman if you think you're gonna Maverick trick over the kitchen. So that position is essentially forfeit unless Maya's there's no way, right? Like okay.
Please.
There's no way.
Do it.
No, there's
Do it to
35
spite
seconds
us.
left, and it's suicide. There's no way he's going to go for it. It's just going to be a dirt rush so far from Loyal. They'll open up the barricade. That's going to reveal his intentions. Owen is going to hold very close. The Jaeger nearly gets caught by TK, but no, the kill is not found. Abadu doubling up in that position, but Sarah will be down on the floor, and what a great headshot from Zur! 2 for Zur, as he's going to start off the map way better than he did on Cafe. Loyal finds 1 on the entry, but there's another one for Zur, 1 for the Legion, and the last for Owen. 2 for Owen, 3 for Zur, and Nomads will take the first round.
Oh, nice little hip fire shot from Owen. Things working out in their favor there as the Church Arsenal rush doesn't work for Visionary. That is the problem with those attacks. You can really get comfortable with just getting the upstairs very, very slowly, and you can get very comfortable and complacent with what you're slowly gaining and not really do much off of it. So, I mean, like we saw, TK and I believe it was Sarah didn't push into Generator until those final 30 seconds. There was, they still even failed to get the kitchen hatch opened up. They didn't even get church wall opened up. So,
Attackers need to locate
a very slow, passive attack causes Visionary to get absolutely wiped in the end. And with that, we're going to be seeing Cash and CCTV coming up as the second site. The Hibana ban definitely working better here for Nomads, just because Visionary really preferred that Hibana on Cafe early on. They didn't really bring that Maverick at all. And I'm interested really to see who's going to be the player in Garage. We've seen we're not seeing a Capitao, so it's, not necessitated that Impulse plays it, but we have been seeing a lot of Wamai in Rafters. It's a very strong position for him, and it's another common stall position. Abadu is zooming his way into dirt already. That has to be expected, at least from Nomads in some capacity. As Mai is going to burn his way using that Maverick trick into Garage. Panel has fallen now. And things are still going pretty slow.
You know what?
What?
Zur now has 75% of the kills he got last map in round 1. Good job, Zur. We're very proud of you. He's stepping up, and that might be, that might be what Nomads needs to take this map, right? I feel like a lot of that was if Zerg just got his picks and a couple of those rounds, that could have gone completely different. I don't know what that breaching charge was doing, but it's gonna get taken out by Abadu. Still 5 versus 5 early in the round. The breach forfeit to the attack. Thermite's probably just gonna chill, or Zophia's probably just gonna chill out there while the rest of her team goes for this construction take. So she's there to just cut off the rotate, nothing more. She'll likely go up onto the landing itself once the push starts coming down, but for now, she'll just be on essentially flank watch. Now, here's the thing about banning Hibana. This wall has now become significantly easier for the defense to deny. They don't even need any hard breach ops. All they need is impact grenades, and there's nothing that the Thermite is going to be able to do to avoid this. There's the impact trick, and it'll go down. And just like that, they are out of hard breach options, but TK, he'll get the first frag on the Zur. After I praise the Jaeger player, he'll be first to fall on the side of the defense, but because the Thermite is effectively nullified, Mai will just go ahead and try to map trick it. It will be successful, and the Ashe will go ahead and take it down as TK gets another pick outside of the breach. This time, Owen goes down on the Maestro. That is a much more significant pick than felling the Jaeger, who's already put down his utility. Now those utilities being locked in place. The laser's not able to be shot either as the drones come in to collect intel. No mute jammers or mozzies will allow those drones free reign of sight. The pitch starting to formulate. Loyal on the server wall, 3 players in construction, and Zofia still hanging outside the breach. They know where these players are, and they know they can't rotate between the sites because of the position held by TK. The Goyo goes down to the entry by Mai. There's nearly a refrag, but no, Sarah shuts it down. There's Impulse with 1, but he'll have to ace in order to win this out. He'll get the second on the TK, a nice shot from the Wamai, but with Loyal getting the plant down, this round is about to become a lot more difficult for the Wamai, and there we go. Plant goes down from Loyal. It's post. Attackers holding post plant positions, positioned outside as well as in the site, and Impulse will go down from the top angle being held by Wamai. A nice angle played by the Maverick, and Visionary will take round 2 and tie us up 1-1.
We're kind of seeing why Maverick does really see a lot of presence in the bans here on Clubhouse. Obviously, it's not just because this is kind of a default in a way that Thatcher has become. Instead, it just shows how strong the operator is. Unless you have someone playing down below construction on stages with a C4, you're barely cutting in while I'm talking. What are you saying, Gro?
Sorry. Someone
No,
in chat.
you're just like, it just sounds like you're muttering.
I am. Are we? Someone in chat said which console is this game on, and I just had to giggle.
Attackers need to
Bro
locate
is
and defuse
flaming
bomb.
people. That's so mean.
No, it's not flaming. I just thought it was.
So,
I
okay.
just thought it was
Yeah, okay, that's just
on iPhone 11.
okay, Daz. So, we're seeing why Maverick sees a good bit of the ban share on Clubhouse, and it's because you can so easily pivot from that main wall to take the back construction wall, and that's why when Maverick is left up, we're starting to
10 seconds
see,
left.
or otherwise, if you can get both this main CC wall open alongside the cache wall, Clubhouse is starting to shift more attacker-sided in its own weird way. Just because you can, you just post someone up on the main wall, and now you effectively cut off a lot of rotation. The only rotation that especially a garage player can do is rotate down through metal stairs, at which point you now have his 2 ways back into sight cut off. You have realistically 1 player in construction, and you have, or like looking at the door specifically, and then you have a player playing from elsewhere. I'm not sure, from the outside the breach. There we go. Player outside the breach is going to be the one creating pressure on his other rotate. As I was rambling about that, Abadu has found Zur. There is 1 and 2 this map so far on the opening frags. At least it's refragged by Nerve through a nice breach hole. So there's that taken back at the expense of both the Jaeger and a bit of damage on Noodle and Nerve. But all things considered, things aren't shaping up too bad here for Visionary.
Yeah, I mean, and even trade a minute 40 left and breach gone again. This is about the same time frame they held in the last round, only with one less body, but it's the Ash. So like, you know, who cares? When you have 4 nades in total, as well as the Zofia, you don't really care. But Owen is gonna shut down Mai real quick. The Maverick gets caught trying a Mav trick, and it's all gonna fall on the Thermite's shoulders to get open construction. But we saw what happened when they tried that last time. Owen was quick with the impact trick, and Loyal is just gonna try anyway, and it will be tricked. It's actually no. Okay, there we go. At least he had. I thought, whew, that was close. I thought he only had one, but Owen's gonna double up, take out that Thermite, and just like that, he'll shut down the pinch all by himself, killing the Maverick. Thermite tricking that last exothermic charge, but he'll meet his bitter end at the hands of Sarah, getting a little bit of a revenge for the utility. 3v3, 45 seconds left, and you can't get the construction pinch, and you don't have garage control. This could prove difficult, but through the breach, TK gets one, but for some reason decides he's going to ignore rafters, as Nerve is going to shut down Sarah. Surprise, Sarah didn't win that fight, and then the Goyo's going to turn his back to the door. Plant now trying to go down from Loyal. No anti-plant utility from Impulse, so he's just going to be able to get this now because there's a shield covering his side. Excellent use of the defender's own utility from the Thermite. It looks like he knows where the Wamai is. The pre-fire going to reveal the position of Impulse, and I don't know how they turn this round on its head, but Loyal just needs to hold and delay for a little bit longer. Loyal going to take one bullet through the wall. Pistol now out. Can he find the Thermite? Dipping and diving through. Will land one shot and he finishes him off. How does Impulse win that? Rushing in with the Keratos, the 2-shot revolver will shut down Loyal, and the Thermite wins the fight. And just like that, it's Nomads coming from behind, and they'll take round number 3 in the 1v3 post-plant. That was a 1v3. That was a 1v2.
Everything there. End of the day, I think everything past that 3v3 shouldn't have happened.
Pretty much. Because, like, all right, let's count the mistakes. You ready?
Yes. Go on.
Hold on. I marked the round win on the wrong side. All right, so it's a 3v3, right? Now, I don't
Okay.
think the Maverick dying and the Thermite getting tricked was necessarily a mistake. That was just Owen being on top of the game. Then, Owen exposes himself to the sledge through the Mavs holes, and he goes down. Mistake number 1. Zofia.
Dog, I'm gonna have to cut you off right there.
What?
Someone in chat said, I know Hibana's brother isn't flaming people right now. They got you. They got you with that one.
Sorry.
Oh,
All right, so that's mistake
go
number
on.
1. Then, it's a 3v3, right? Zofia outside breach decides she's going to swing in, finds a kill, and then ignores garage. Mistake number 2. Then Sarah loses that fight to the Goyo? I don't know how that happened.
I
Mistake number
have to
2?
assume that the cash stacks ate a bunch of bullets.
So, mistake number 3. And then Goyo, I don't know what Goyo is peeking, but he gets shot in the back. Mistake number 4. Wamai lets Thermite get the plant down. Now that's not really a mistake, you know, that's just kind of lack of intel, whatever. That was a good play by Loyal to get that. Good use of the shield. And then Loyal loses the fight to the Keratos because he decides staying inside of the site is a better idea than trying to back off the construction despite knowing the Wamai was in red. That was, in my eyes, that's mistake number 5. So, that was a lot of,
Fun. Very fun game.
I was gonna
Impulse.
say a different word, but
Yeah. Impulse
saying a
is
more
back on the Oryx.
specific
Stop. You don't
he's
have to like.
also very lit up, like what, 27, 28 health?
He got in a duel with Abadu in Billiards, I believe.
Yeah, they do.
Abadabadoo. He's running
Yabba-dabba-doo.
he's running like the pina colada skin, which is such a nice
I
skin.
hate it. Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, you can have your opinion. I like it, you don't. That's fine.
Your opinion is wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay. I think it's right, but whatever.
That's just your
So, oh, do you think? Okay. Do you
got the
think
whole
Nerve finds the kill with the nitro or not?
He could. Oh, the Thermite's baiting it. Nerve doesn't
No,
take it.
not. I didn't say. Do you think he can? I said, does he find the kill with the nitro or not? Yes or no?
Wait, that kill on the Thermite or a kill?
A kill.
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. I
'Cause they
agree
put
with
'em-
you, but
They
okay.
kind of moved away from Kitchen. They're not challenging that anymore. They've got Moto Hatch open. That's good work by Mike. Nade sailing in to clear. And that didn't even get the signal disruptor or the goo. What? What did that hit? What? I don't know. Okay, whatever. That nade apparently did nothing. That is the first time I've seen a nade literally do nothing. And well, okay, we both suck. Mai walked back over to Kitchen as Maverick for some ungodly reason, and he'll get C4'd immediately. Luckily, that means the Pulse is no longer able to deny the Thermite charge, and they'll be able to get the Kitchen hatch open, unlike the round prior. Now we'll see if this is the big change that the attack needs, as well, Nerve is just going to run into dirt and take off Abadoo's head. TK refrags onto Zur. Zur getting kills in the first round and not finding the scoreboard in the past 3. The Pulse also shut down, but there's TK going down. Noodle with a trade. Owen finishing off with a knife. 1 versus 2 for Loyal for the second time in a row, but unfortunately not able to get the plant down. And as he tries to save the KD, Owen kills him anyway. And Nomads takes round number 4.
So, already they've secured kind of a decent looking half, considering that Maverick is on the board. And now, this round is going to be iffy. It is Gym Bedroom. They're opting into an alibi, interestingly enough, here from Impulse, more along his very heavy roam style. As Owen's also going to jump onto a Vigil. So, very heavy roam presence from Nomads here, very akin to their name. And that wasn't meant to be that funny of a joke.
It's like when Valkyrie runs Valkyrie, and it's funny.
Defenders
Okay.
I should have been paying attention. I heard you say something about Nomads is akin to their name. So
So, with that, we'll see if they can break or really take this CC and Cash. They're not CC and Cash, they're defending CC and Cash on the Gym Bedroom defense. We'll see if they can really make this Gym Bedroom defense work as best they can. It's a little rough sometimes, especially considering that the Maverick is up. But usually, the Hibana works a bit better on this site than the Thermite does, just because you can get feet holes through to Cash Room and not really be at total risk of them all getting impacted off in a way that prevents you from pushing out the player from Cash, or at least pressuring them out. So we'll have to see how Visionary is going to opt into this attack here. Things will be pretty slow going at first as they take full Cash control. It's Owen running around here, creating as much noise and pressure and presence as he can. As I think they're going to solo task Mai with breaching open the jacuzzi wall with everyone else on the main push side, which will be CC, which not at all a surprising thing, not at all a bad thing. It's also crazy how different the first person versus the third person versions of watching Maverick is, just because it looks like a massive flamethrower in third person, but in first person, it looks like a little baby torch. Oh, he's gonna die here, isn't he?
Oh, what? No, Nerve! Nerve looked at the wrong angle. Oh, if he peeks out too far, he'll get his head taken off by Sarah. Playing it passive, just passively enough. They can hear him. That's why Mai's falling off. You can hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Maverick's gonna go for it again. Open up a little more of an angle, but Sarah's unfortunately peeking in the wrong direction, and I guess that's it. They decided after hearing the mute challenge that they don't want to go for it anymore. They're just going to shoot the air and leave, maybe having Loyal open that instead. Unfortunately, this vigil inside of Cash is proving difficult to clear. Abadu and TK are having a hell of a time as Sarah fell off the roof. That is the only explanation I can think of, and Owen challenges the drone hole! Owen with 2! Huge play from the Vigil, a beautiful display of gun skill. Now hitting the deck, looking for the Thermite with the SMG-12. Not finding the shots just yet, but that contribution in and of itself may have just completely shut down the round for Visionary, and Cash still in the favor of Nomads. Owen going big, showing that the K1A is his weapon. He's 7-2, having a much better game than he did on Cafe. And now it's a rotate for the attack. They're like, all right, screw this Owen guy. We're just going to go for Logi. And as you'd expect, it's going to go pretty poorly. Tur gets both the players dropping. Can he find the third? Wow. I got that somehow, but he'll quickly get refragged and make no further progress. Owen with a huge 3K, starting over by Cash, finishing the round out. And not a lot to be done from Visionary.
Yeah, and with that, I mean, it feels like Visionary has kind of squandered their Maverick here. Now that it's unbanned, or that it since it was unbanned, it does feel a bit rough that they were not really able to work as efficiently. I thought it was going to look very well for them after that first CC round, just because they really they just were able to breach their way in and effectively control the entire site the way that you expect it to. And
Defenders, protect your
I mean, yeah, we just didn't see that the second time through, mostly because of the what is it? The impact trick. There we go. Both the impact trick on the thermite charge and my being killed off through his own hole on that construction side really made that third attack rough. But regardless, it's 4-1, 4-2 at best for a Visionary, 5-1 if Nomads is able to make the same magic happen, especially with Impulse with that Karatos. I hope we don't have to watch that again, but if it wins the round, then it wins the round, I suppose. Away from that, though, we are going to not really see anything different from Nomad's defense. They are still running every same operator. Both sides are running same operators. As Abadu has gone flying back into dirt. He's gonna chill out downstairs for a bit with Mai creating some garage pressure too. And it's, I mean, Clubhouse can be so boring, man. It can be so slow and so boring because there's so much you have to go through.
You know, I still think the Goyo glitch is really funny. When in third person, when you see him put down his shield.
Oh, it like goes all weird.
It's great. But they have actually I think they accidentally destroyed one of them. There's only 2 shields in sight, and one of them smokes. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The breach will go down yet again very early because there's no anti-breach on the wall. Because, you know, you pretty much figure as the defense, like, yeah, they're probably going to get it open anyway. Might as well save the utility. Again, free up a pick, but Noodle will go down to TK before Zer's there with a free frag, but decides he's going to vault over the railing. And taking a fight while vaulting, that's never fun. So he's going to go down after taking out Seraphina. Sledge on Cash, not the biggest deal. And you've lost a smoke. That is an absolutely huge pick for Visionary. 4 versus 3 now with 1:15 left as the construction breach goes down and denied yet again by Owen. Owen has been absolutely on top of his impact tricks, and for whatever reason, they just keep going for it over and over again, which is definitely strange. that they don't try to maybe, you know, deny from below, like maybe, you know,
Attackers
instead
have
of taking a
located a bomb.
sledge, take a buck. Ash, take a buck, or whatever. Make him fall
Yeah.
off the wall. But
Avenue.
Teammates,
I'll get into that. You
Teammates
go.
are gonna take out Owen,
Attackers
and that's
have
your
dropped
Maestro
the bomb
then. So
Attackers
probably the two
have
most
recovered
important
their-
angers on your squad are now off the board, as they will look over towards Garage this time, but Loyal still loses the fight anyway, and he'll actually drop Diffuser inside the site. C4 goes out, won't find its mark, but the attackers running into cash control through the breach. One will get down by the Zofia, but the Wamai is quick to trade, but he'll get lit up in the 1v2. Sight going down from Avenue, literally right in the middle of the site, and that's an easy denial, but there's a quick trade as the Wamai was too low on HP to do anything else. That was a curious play by Avenue, but luckily there was Wamai for the close support, and Visionary will take their second round of the half.
So it's so interesting. I mean, I get it's, you know, player comfort, but Abidu on permanent Ash, it doesn't feel like he's been doing the most over these two maps. His Ash felt, frankly, kind of lackluster on Cafe.
Cafe.
Yeah, but most of his stuff was defense.
Was it?
Yeah.
Rip.
I think a good like 2/3 at the least were his defensive kills. He's 2-4 or 2-5 now, my bet, on Ash. So it's very interesting that he's on permanent Ash duty, that, you know, he's not being flexed over to something like you said, like that Buck or a Capitao or something just infinitely more useful in the grand scheme of things to help deny these various impact tricks or pushes or defensive setups that have stymied them those two rounds. But all in all, huh?
Stymie. Stymie's a funny word.
There's so many weird English words. Away from that, Nomads have set themselves up pretty well. They're going to opt into the Maverick as well this time through. Nomad, like you said, definitely having a much better game as it's Noodle being off just a bit. He's 1-3. He was pretty big last time through, as Impulse is still doing well himself. But all things considered, I think it's looking a bit better here for Nomads on the attack, considering they have more working pieces than, well, I say that, it's just really the Ash for the Capital that's different. But otherwise, there is a Wamai. It's Wamai once again coming out here. Serafina seems to know that the Maverick is trying his best to open that wall, and with that info, Serafina's going to drop off from the dirt tunnel as very little upstairs clear is coming through, very light rather, but still,
I mean,
that's interesting.
It's not new. It's interesting, but it's not new. You just play a shield there, and you open the church wall, and then the attackers go, "Oh no, that's weird and wacky. What do we do?" And then you hope they stall out. Plus, it's just one more layer to clear, as Mai and Loyal are desperately trying to challenge the Moto hatch. Maybe a C4 rip to come once this goes down, but no, Loyal is just going to fall back into the corner. Owen? Owen? Oh no. Oh no, and it didn't even get the Electro Claw. I don't know if Owen's the Maverick. Oh, there we go. Okay, they're able to get it, and the Thermite charge comes down. So, they use all of the Mav's torch, and they'll have to use the Thermite charge on it anyway. I didn't see if that's the Thermite's last charge, because they opened dirt, didn't they?
He has one.
Or no,
He
Maverick
still has
opened
one more. He still has
Maverick
one
opened
more.
dirt. So he can open kitchen hatch, should they be inclined, but it is kited off, and the Maverick has used all of his nades. You still got them in the hands of Nerve, but it doesn't look like Nerve's going to be helping with that too much, as they're just going Bane. Interesting that they're not going to try and take control of the kitchen anyway. A missed flash there from Impulse will slow down the push just a little bit as gas canisters come out as well from Avenue. That's another thing about that shield. It's really easy to get gas canisters down on the main the main entrance. But Owen will take out TK. If there's a quick trade and another for Noodle, 4 versus 3 now. Omai just coming out to try and stop any more flashbangs coming in, and this wall, this open wall might be the downfall of the defense if they control of it. And as I say that, Noodle gets the kill on Avenue, the smoke goes down, Seraphina on a trade, the angle from Omai not working out. Another one for Seraphina, a double kill on the round as he takes the player off a black box, but Noodle, as he retreats, gets the shot onto the Legion anyway, and Nomads will win their 5th round. And, you know, are we feeling a map 3?
It's looking like a map 3. That is Church Arsenal falling the way of Nomads. CC is opted into this time through for Visionary. And things could be dire, especially considering, well, I want to say considering that Nomads has Maverick, but we kind of saw that Owen was struggling a little bit. He used 3 tanks on that back hole, or at least 2. And
Need to locate and
he
defuse as many bombs as they can.
he didn't get the main hatch. My brain is already melting. I'm running on very little sleep.
I mean, at least they won the round.
Yeah.
They didn't need, I guess with the way they were pushing, they didn't need to
I think
get
to be fair though,
and they didn't need the extra thermite.
at the same time though, I mean, so they could afford to do that. They could afford to EXO the Moto hatch because of the open hole
10 seconds left before
in
insertion.
it's different, you know, problem points. You either would have to have saved your exothermic charge on Moto and used it on Church, or you have to find a way to very quickly deal with the Church shield. And I mean, Nomads were able to quickly deal with the Church shield, and like you said, it could have gone bad for Visionary, and it did.
Ow! I don't know why I just coughed, but it hurt. We're just gonna open up bottom garage, just get that ever so slight pressure on the Raptors player, make them a little more aware of the angle down below. A little bit easier access into below the Raptors as well, as they don't have to expose themselves to that main garage door. It's gonna be Maya holding that. The Doc with the ACOG, not the Wamai. No Wamai. We have Doc Maya instead. I don't know. What? Oh, Nerve took a bullet as we switched to Maya. That was really weird sound cue, but lounge control in the hands of the attackers. They do gotta be wary of TK downstairs though, as TK is sitting in oil pit, waiting for someone to walk up the staircase to challenge mine. And there's Zerk, first kill on his Serafina, taking down the bandit. C4 off the board, refrag coming in for TK, but he will get lit up in the process. So, I'd say it's still probably worth it. You know, you take out the Zofia for bandit, that's a pretty decently even trade, so the wall's probably gonna get open anyway. Mai flushed off his position inside of Raptors. The nade doing a little bit of damage as well, but cleaned up from the breach. An excellent pinch there and use of utility from Nomads. The Visionary have now lost control of Raptors, but retaking lounges the Jaeger, quickly traded by Owen. 3 versus 2. At least you still got the smoke up. Visual, no, you know, not really utility up, but at least you still got the gun. But you got Capital. Now Impulse has used his fire, but he's still got smokes. That's a pretty important factor. You can cut off the lines of sight from these defenders, maybe confuse Loyal on where the plant is going down, where he's going to throw his gas canisters. Nerdle is looking to make his ascent into the site, but has to worry about the Vigil, and there we go. Smokes to cut off Red, smoke to cut off the position for the Vigil. Gas canister looked like it's not hitting, and Noodle is just going to hold it. A great shot there from Avenue, but falling from the breach. Impulse is there with the cover. It's a 1v2 for Loyal. No gas canisters left either. Just armed with an SMG-11, a shotgun, and hope. There's a player outside the breach who's on the rappel, playing it very safe. He'll win the fight against Noodle, putting up a couple shots there, but the Capitao has to worry about this shield. Loyal actually might be able to long arm this, but no, he just goes for the challenge instead, maybe worried about a second firebolt, and Nomads will secure map point.
Carpe, what is something fun that the rest of the stream cannot hear? Who did? Oh, the
Oh,
Legion.
Wei Yu. Yeah, Wei Yu. Yeah, the ripped Chinese dude.
So
I love that guy.
he will hand Oxygen the shield, or the sword, or the hammer. Wow, whichever one. Hand them the hammer shirtless if Oxygen wins SI.
Bro, have you seen him? He's freaking jacked.
He is.
Bro, he's like
Defenders, protect your
he's
bombs
like
from being
Bruce Lee
defused
level
by
jacked.
attackers.
Maybe even more. I have not seen him put that down. 640 push-ups in an hour? What?
That's okay. So back to CC we go.
My
We
ass,
might see 3 flawless attacks here in a row from Nomads. Well, not flawless attacks, but 3 attacks in a row without dropping one.
10 seconds left.
Daddy Way you.
Okay.
I'm so
5 seconds left.
I
Attackers
can't
expected to
believe
locate a bomb
I
and
spent
defuse it.
2 weeks. We've known about these schedules for what, like 2 months? A
yeah,
month?
and you agree?
I was so excited,
Bomb diffuser has been
so ready and happy to cast with you.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
First off, you're not even here half the time. And then the other part that you are here, you're saying this stuff.
Hey,
I
he's
hate it.
jacked.
I hate.
What's today? Saturday?
Oh my God, is that a Maverick hole that?
He is
What is
just
he
trying
doing?
to catch my. I mean, it's almost working, but TK's gonna take out Zrur yet again. Zrur's gonna be the first pick, and that's Sophia dead. So I mean, that's pretty decent. The nade gonna find the bandit batteries, but not the player. But TK's gonna get a second kill, and Nerve goes down. TK playing on the secret stairs now has the only kills for his team. Maverick. Okay, there you go. But you still gotta worry about. I mean, you still gotta worry about mine. He's still chilling down there. This bottom garage pressure is working out in spades so
Okay.
far. Wow. Okay, Owen. Loyal and Mai get absolutely slammed off the face of the map. And we're now down to a 3-3. All that work that TK just did in Secret Stairs, poof. It's gone.
We also were just very much commenting about how rough that whole scenario was from Owen. His Mav tricking was very, very messy looking, and he made it work. He got in and got his frags and got out. So that is the Kaid and the Wamai down. I believe that's at least 1 disc, if not maybe 2. Owen's gonna go for 3. Abadu at least refragged onto Noodle, so things are a little rough looking, but there's just Serafina on site. However, that doesn't matter as he is gonna find Owen on the other side of things. What?
Name.
I know, the name messed me up. I knew a Serafina here at my school.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, I had to. We had something for esports. What was it? It wasn't a cast,
Did she have special powers and purple hair?
huh?
That's the Serafina that the name is referring to. It's a character. And she has special powers and purple hair.
Okay.
See? Carpe knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, Nomad's not able to bring us to a map 3 just yet. I kind of hope this ends soon. Just this map ends soon, just for the sake of the fact that I'm running out of
Defenders,
space on my
protect your
page for
bombs from
notes.
being defused by
I
attackers.
would like to not start a page continuing notes from the last map.
You also take notes like you're writing your will, and you have to include every single possible thing jammed in everywhere.
Did you hear? Someone thought about why my interviews are so long. It was because I asked questions. Like Lazio was like, "All right, we were interviewing Thunder Logic, and Lazio was making fun of me. He was like, so Penguin, on round 6, at about 1:36 left in the round, why did Elgin die?" I mean,
That is how you interview.
Seconds to insertion.
and the players still answer. See, we're on the same wavelength. They
Attackers'
still know what's
objective
going
is to
on
locate a
most
bomb
of the
and
time.
defuse it.
Yeah, see the CL interviews we want to.
Dude, some of these interviews, dude, it feels more like an interrogation than an interview. It's wild.
Knife to their throat, standing.
The swinging lamp up above.
Lean on him.
Holy shit.
Alright. Reinforcement on bathroom. We see that a lot. Like a player will play aggressively on the wall and be like, "Ah, crap, time to fall back," and have a reinforcement in their pocket to cover them. Kind of like we see like on blue tops in Oregon. They'll play the shield aggressively, and once their position gets flushed out, they'll put their reinforcement up, cover their tracks. Thermite on single panel. I guess they really want that open to maybe make Logi easier to take, but they've got to deal with TK, who got a 3K last round. He still hasn't gotten a 4K, man. It's been 2 3Ks. Does that count?
No, that doesn't count.
4K. Abadu going to nearly get naded, but escape with his life. Another nade comes through, but it does. I don't know. Okay, there's the nade. It'll miss. So Abadu persists inside of Cash. Very important position for these attackers to take. A minute 40 left. That nade does not find its mark either. Doesn't do a single point of damage. Well, maybe a little bit to TK, but TK still holds firm as well. Around the corner is Noodle. He and Sarah will trade some significant blows. Both of them now at 1 HP, but I think your Thermite being at 1 HP is a little more important. Castle being at 1 HP. There's TK to rip the head off a nerve for the first pick. TK, as well, has been doing a lot better this map than he did in the last map. Cash, with nearly a minute left on the clock, still in the favor of the defense. Wow, what an entry! Owen finds 2, and the distraction from the bandit will allow Zer to push in and collect Abadu. And all that work will now be evaporated into thin air yet again, thanks to the efforts of
Attackers have located a
Owen.
bomb.
Still, though, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility
located by
for
attackers.
Visionary here. They have the very strong AUG here on Mai, and it's 3 relatively low health members. 3 of them on below half, and Impulse is on just above. So the first frag is going to come from Noodle, and just kidding. Everything I said is a lie. 2 headshots come the way for Nomads. And with that, 7-3, as I said, the good start with the Mavericks still being up. Owen proving he may not be the Torch Mav, but his gun skill with that angled hollow on the M4 does massive work. 16 and 6, really making up for his performance on Cafe.
Absolutely
And
nuts.
we're going to Villa.
I hate Villa.
I hate Villa too.
Cool. We're gonna take a quick break, because I think sides are still decided by round differential and stuff or something. So we'll go figure all that out. Give the players a little bit breather. Give us a breather, so I can crack open and down another Coke in a 10-minute break. But we'll be back. Stick around. We'll have the final map of the night, map number 3, and the tiebreaker between these two teams very shortly.
I don't know what you want. want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Come on. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. voices, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Welcome back, everyone.
Villa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
map 3. My least favorite map to cast, but we'll get through this together. I don't know what the sides are. Nomads start defense.
You actually prefer casting club over Villa?
Yeah. I'm not.
Oh.
That's cool. All right. What do you
Thatcher
wanna bet?
Mira. Thatcher Mira.
What do you want to bet? It's a Valkeco pin.
Actually, no. Thatcher Echo.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna be
agree.
Valkeco on. It has to be Valkeco.
Unless.
Oh.
So Thatcher's still left on the board. That's cool. Unless, what do you call it? Unless Nomads are like, hee hee, haha, we're gonna play into this IQ ban because they are defense first. So they could just opt to not ban the Echo or the Valkyrie, depending on what Visionary decide to take out. And it will be Warden. Nope, it's Pulse. Okay.
Really
Pulse
close
on
with
the
that
board.
warden call there, dude.
I
Nice
know,
one.
man. I was really gunning for it because he is countered by IQ, but you know,
We're either gonna see then a Valk
or
or an Echo.
Falcon.
Oh!
So we might see Echo play. That'd be cool.
I swear, if we don't see 12
Right.
rounds of Echo, someone is hard trolling.
Yeah. Well, AVG. Echo's good on AVG. Are we going to see him? Owen? Yeah! There we go. All right. Echo and Legion. Both on the board. That's cool. Pretty standard lineup for why? Oh.
And why?
Well, so they're
No.
sacrificing the Echo for Mira, but you can just go below with Ash and Zove. Maybe they're banking on the fact that there's no buck. So, right, in order to counter these Miras and go below, you'd have to
Attackers need
use
to locate and
Breaching
defuse
Ground
as many bombs as
or
they
the
can.
impact from Zofia. And there's also Castle and Goyo and Jaeger on the board. Or they're going for a trophy bowl. Which you see sometimes. Sometimes we'll see like, alright, yeah, sometimes we'll see like a trophy side Mira hole and the open study walls in AVG, so the attackers have to choose like, okay, do we want to push open study walls or do we want to push Mira windows? And it's kind of like pick your poison. The walls haven't been reinforced, so that leads you to think Owen is about to open them, and he will. I was looking
Attackers
for right.
locate and defuse a bomb.
Aren't you so proud of me?
Yeah.
Yay. That's all I want. All I want is your validation. Where's the other Mira window?
Legion has been shot for half his health.
He has. I wonder if he got shot by Castle.
Probably.
So that Mira window's cool. So they'll have one Mira window on Astro with Castle Barricade on Master. So try to corral the players towards Bathroom, or at least get them to waste utility on the Castle Barricade. They do have a sledge, so that Castle's probably going to go down immediately. But if they decide to go through Study, they have to deal not only with all these open walls, which is intimidating, but to say the least, but also with the Mira that can take advantage of those open walls. So it's a cool little setup so far from Nomads. We'll see how it works. Visionary do have the tools to kind of have the tools to deal with it. Of course, you know they've got Sledge to deal with the Castle Barricade on Master. They've got Zofia and Ash both to deal with any other castles, to deal with Goyo shields, stuff like that. So
So
I think
from
if I were-
here,
I was gonna say, I think if I were Visionary, I would probably just go below, clear the Mira, and then push. But they're
clear
gonna
the
go
Mira,
for-
forehead.
Yeah, just go below. There's no one challenging below.
So it sounds like they're going to open from below, indeed. In the lower 90, the Mira has been popped open. That is good, as the Jaeger has pushed up very aggressively. Abadu could pressure this out, as the Jaeger doesn't know that he was on drone. He's going to fall back into the waiting arms of TK. The first frag on map 3 is going to be Zrur going down to the string of numbers and letters, as Nerve is looking sneakily for any pick that he can find. He's going to be heard as he rotates away as well by Abadu. And this backside take, while slow, is doing good work so far for Visionary. They've got the but
That Mira window is watching the AVG door.
okay.
My
That doesn't
vote-
mean anything for a back take.
Well, I mean, if they want to push AVG, once they take control of I was gonna say I was thinking level 90 was like because of impact tricking. They just didn't impact because Royo has not impacts. There we go. Well, there's the mirror window showing his presence as no, it was actually Impulse all the way from, I think, Study. Take out TK. Plant going down. Is there going to be any denial? Yes, there is before he's traded. Only 7 seconds left. Sarah's going to have to go for this hill.
5 seconds to go.
Oh no, I saw the plus as he went for the plant. I thought he got down. He's not gonna get down. Is there gonna be denial? Nope, he's gotta challenge the mirror window, and he decides that instead of rotating around, he's gonna fight Abadu head on, and he'll lose that fight. Visionary take round number 1 with a very efficient back take, and thus able to use the mirror windows against the defenders.
Interesting.
That was almost a hero play from Krunner.
Almost.
Almost don't count.
Yeah. Indeed. Almost does not count.
Yeah, that's why Mira was like hit or miss on Villa. You just go below and shoot it. All the floors are destructible. Open or the lack of impact trick on Vault was also curious. Legion was in study instead
Defenders,
of
protect your bombs from being
in a position
defused by
impact trick.
attackers.
So a Twitch was pulled out by Mai.
I think he's scared of the mirror effect again.
Probably.
So they can just drive a drone in there, zap the canister, and be like,
Twitch has seen a significant drop in play.
"Yeah,
Alright.
sucks."
Yeah, her drone really does suck.
3 zaps, and then what is it, like a 30-second
It's
recharge or something?
it's one zap every 30 seconds.
Bro, that's garbage, man.
So before you used to get 10 zaps, you get more?
Attackers must locate and defuse
Yeah,
the
with
bomb.
like 30 seconds left in the round.
Yeah. You get like one more, but like it's like 1 or 2 more per drone, so you get like 2 to 4 more. I can't remember which it is. So in the end, obviously you get more, but it's like, why would I ever take this over IQ?
Yeah, like why would I ever wait that long on my shock drone?
The thing that sounds like an airplane flying at 150 feet.
Yeah,
like,
that thing's
it's-
freaking loud, man.
It is like a jet engine in its own right. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Impulse is, well, he's no shotgun, but he's running the closet hold.
Come on, man. It's Ella Castle on trophy.
My bad.
Come on, dog.
Dog.
But just playing with the Scorpion on the shotgun, which is definitely interesting. Interesting too that they're not gonna have. A lot of times, I know Nobu, as well as some other teams, were famous for holding it with a Wamai and a smoke.
Wama became more favored, obviously, than the Ella.
Yeah, and CZ would play smoke in it and absolutely slam
A
people.
bomb has
Some
been located.
teams run Warden, like if they know the other team is gonna be bringing Ying to clear closet. Other times it's LA, usually with the FO12. So interesting that they're gonna have her on the Scorpion instead. I mean, the Scorpion, of course, is still a very formidable close-range weapon. But still might lose a gunfight because he can't just one-tap people. But he's gonna get the hell out of there. Pressure starts to mounts, and let's get back to the bathroom. And TK is gonna go down to Zerg. Oh wow, okay, he actually got the study mount kills, so you gotta be more aware than that. And wow.
Okay. Yeah, slammed indeed. Serafina will be going down. We've got about just under a minute left to go. Impulse is hiding out in the bathroom as Closet and some bathroom control are going to start to be taken here. The Ella trying to rotate out is going to be down by Abdu on these stairs. He's definitely performing a bit better following our criticisms of him beforehand on the Ash. Is almost a quick shot from Loyal is going to find nothing though, as he will be finished off by Noodle. The Ash pushing forward is also going to get shotgun. Mai finds a nerve, but Zwer for 2, able to shut things down. We're back to 1-1 here yet again. All 3 maps have now started out 1-1. And we might be... It is 2 rounds in. But man, we might be in for the long haul.
Don't say that. You'll make me sad. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we'll have to see. Trophy. Their closet hold was cleared very quickly, and nothing else was. Then they didn't even clear the shield and Astra. I mean, that was just Visionary taking too long.
Attackers need to
And
locate and defuse
not
as many
really doing
bombs as they can.
anything. Time. Dining. Tertiary site gonna come out from Nomads. Opting not to go AVG again, which I think, you know, AVG has slowly become a more attacker-sided site than defender-sided, just because it was played so often. People started to just figure it out and be like, yeah, okay, we just need to do this, and we win the round. So it's been figured out, basically. Like they say, a site is defender-sided until the attackers, people figure out how to attack.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Dining room has kind of undergone
5 seconds left before
almost like a renaissance. It's been a much stronger site than it was in the past.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Not, you know, live and die off the upstairs hole. But that doesn't mean they're not gonna invest stuff up there.
So, on both sides of that, I really think people came to understand that just attacking study offered you virtually nothing in terms of map control. Because you sat there for 2 minutes and just got nothing other than the study walls open, and then you kind of like suicide rush in.
Yeah. And hope you get your trades.
And yeah, it started to break down when people started to do the suicide study hold, praying for trades alongside a main stairs push. That started to do some work, and then you added in 90 pressure, and then people realized we don't even need to touch study. We can just go from bedroom and break open vault, and then by opening vault, you can see through the rotate hole, effectively cutting off vault, which was a big safe haven for defenders. You would cut off aviator being held at all, really, because you're holding it from the rotate. And you would cut off, or you'd have an access into bar. Or, yeah, into games rooms. So, it did good work. And then you'd still, like, treat it like Clubhouse and get, after getting all that control, you'd take it from study and things would work out. What's not working out is Nerve has been seemingly taking a little bit of a struggle bus, trip on the struggle bus this last map. Owen's gonna refrag onto Seraphina, but the damage is still done. That's one less nitro on a very nitro-focused site here. Here comes the thermite to breach open the wall, as he'll probably get pressured from up above. And no, it's it's from the door. His backup was shot from above, and everything is cleaned right up. Zrur with 2. Nomads take a 2-1 lead. Looking very nice.
They just let smoke do that to him, huh?
Well, the guy behind him got killed from the hatch.
That's true.
But at the same time, yes, Loyal did kind of stare down whoever it was, Noodle, walk at him with that shotgun out.
TK has been involved in every single open engagement so far.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where his only kills are. So far,
Him
every round he's gotten the opening pick and then died.
Him and Zrur, especially last map, had like 3 engagements last map. They didn't really have any map 1 because Zrur was,
Need to locate and defuse
I think, playing monitor off on that one. But they've been involved together like 6 different opening times.
Wait, let me count.
We've got,
1.
I think they're 3-3. No, it's 3-2 in favor of TK over Swerve.
1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
At the same time, TK has just been like the opening machine. He was
Still
5 seconds.
he was 5. He was 3 and 5 on Cafe. He was
Attackers must locate
4 and 2 on Club, and so far he's 2 and 1 on Villa. I think in all he's getting more opening frags than opening deaths, which is
Yeah.
good.
He's good.
But still, that is. Huh?
Oh wait, Panda.
You're like
Blue
whispering.
Panda. Blue Panda, this is for you too, right? Alright, I just wanted to do that.
Is that it? It is insane. Let me tell you, it's insane that you drink 2 or 3 Cokes a day. You and you went, and you ended up having no cavities.
Uh-huh. No dentist visit for 2 years, about 3 Cokes a day. I don't floss either.
That's insane.
Listen, like Eska said, my teeth are...
They
That
are.
C4 That C4's gonna miss, unfortunately, from the Mozzie. He'll eat a little bit of damage, I think, from the Ash's breaching charge from below. Interestingly enough. Hiding behind the shield, but not fleshed out just yet, despite the attack being fully aware of what it's playing, and they will yet again confront it with the drone. I mean, all they need to do is burn whatever ADS is covering it, and then they can just blow it up. And then you can say goodbye to the Mozzie, and they will do just that. Flash is coming out. Will nearly blind the Mozzie, but not quite, but that's just to flush him away. What? Did you see that? Did you see that?
Not totally.
So my creeps up the main stairs, right? Goyo shield got blown up. Maya's like, haha, Mozzie, I got you. Then the smoke of Owen swings out, catches my mid-sprint. Owen is also mid-sprint. Then my peaks, re-peaks it. Owen sprays his whole mag and hits like 1 bullet. I don't know what the hell just happened there. Unfortunately,
SMG 11 players just play differently, dog.
yeah, I guess so. The Kaid charge
They're
is not
built
going to work
different.
out. Loyal is going to take out Owen, punishing him for whatever the hell that play was before. That's 3 versus 5. Visionary looking pretty good. Looking pretty good to tie this up 2-2. As I say that, Zer is going to try and prove him wrong, as well as Nerve, but no, Nerve can't land the shot. He's still going to C4, though. Will Chill use try and deny the plant, and that'll land on top of Loyal's head. Goodbye, Thermite, and what a shot from Nerve. A pop-up over the shield, but there's a trade from TK. We'll keep the even man count, but the advantage that the attacker's held has been lost. A hip-fire headshot with a pistol from TK, and it's all Nerve. Sorry, not Nerve. It's all Noodle inside a vault. The Goyo shield stopping the Zofia from covering. The C4 gonna miss though, and that's a very, very sorely whiffed opportunity from Noodle. Getting a wall bang just a little bit from the Zofia as we're now on 0-0-0. The play coming in, but no, he'll deny! The Zofia, improper cover. TK, you gotta hit those! And Noodle with a hero play being let out of vault virtually for free is gonna deny the plant on 0-0, and though Visionary looked like they were in a winning position, Nomads will put themselves up 3-1.
Again, I mean, this is why we're starting to see that big shift in attacking styles, as we had talked about before. This big shift is happening so that that doesn't happen. You have to swing too much, and you give the defenders too many angles if you attack from study without breaching, especially breaching that that aviator wall. Because of that, sure, you know, he did win out with the hip. TK did win out against the Kaid with the hip fire headshot, but he had to swing a bookcase where the Kaid had a very advantageous position, and because of the positioning, he couldn't he couldn't properly really cover the vault and the rotation there out from there. So it's a very awkward post plant and plant denial and protection for when you open up from the study side of things. So we'll be seeing that round go to Visionary. Or not Visionary, my bad, to Nomads because of that. And that was a big struggle. That is very, very rough for Visionary because that was very much
Attackers are moving
in
out to
their
locate a bomb.
hands. And yeah, I mean, it's just that looked like really rough. I mean, I know I make it sound very easy, just open Vault forehead, but if you open Vault in any capacity, even if it was just a couple Maverick lines, then I mean, he can't rotate out like that. He doesn't really have the freedom to move like that. He's already out of that vault and probably dead because he would have gotten pushed out. So, away from
Indeed.
all of that,
They're doing the closet hold again.
yeah, the closet hold.
Yeah.
Nerve has opted into a bulletproof camera instead of the proximity alarms, which are very fun and very annoying to listen to, especially
I hate
on Parsec.
God,
Oh,
I
it's
hate
so awful. Because they'll like stop beeping for a second and then they'll like beep in like mass unison. Well,
what?
Zwirr is caught on cams, by the way. So he's down. Good night right back.
And Nerve gonna shut down Serafina. The Nomad no longer in the equation, but TK is there with a refrag. So Castle and Jaeger for a Nomad who already got probably 1 or 2 air jabs down. Actually, probably 1. Honestly, I'd take that if I'm the defense. Shut down most of those air jabs. You lose, lose utility is already used up. You waste a minute and a half on the other side of the map though. And that would be the most concerning. You have 2 roamers over there. You only waste half the round and take out 1 body. Not the greatest trade in the world, and you see the attackers pushing from this side because they don't want to have to deal with the closet hold. They're like, yeah, that's too much work. That was Owen. At least Noodle's there to cover your ass with that refrag, but holy shit. 2 versus 3. And now, oh yeah, this is an AGM. 2 versus 3. The attackers are planting in the B bomb site. The cover goes down as TK is literally just standing in the middle of the room, and Noodle pulls out the shotgun just in time. Loyal goes down. Good night to the planter, and it's mine a 1 versus 2 because again, for the 2nd time in a row, TK fails to cover the plant. My obviously no idea where Impulse is, and Impulse has hit the deck. Or sorry, not Impulse, Noodle has hit the deck. He's low on HP, but holding this prone angle with a shotgun, that's a fight that he's sure to win. My close to coming around the corner, but being delayed heavily by this gas. And Noodle's just going to drop downstairs. They might have intel in the site if the Yokais are still alive, and he can probably just get in through the floor with the shotgun. Plant has to start coming down as there's 7 seconds left. Impulse and Noodle both start to move in unison. Okay, there we go. I was a little concerned for a sec, but Noodle will get the quad kill and put Nomads up 4-1. Actually, the sledge got off the plant and just did nothing. Beautiful play from Mai.
Well,
I'm sorry, it's late at night and the gloves have come off. I'm just gonna start railing people.
Okay.
Yeah, at least they're both
Dining
bruh.
kitchen.
Yo, Noodles for 8-1?
Okay.
Hot
He's doing
damn.
work.
On smoke.
Doing work again.
Nutty. He's shooting people in their noodles. Haha.
What?
What? That's what you called, like, your brain, your noodle?
Defenders, protect
What?
your bombs
Carpe
from being
what?
defused by attackers.
I literally don't understand. Noodle isn't a word for brain. He's shooting people in the head. I don't get it. He's on Castle now. I guess Nerve after losing that fight in 90 was like, nah, man, UMP's not for me.
Yeah. So.
Hot take? That's not a hot take. That's why Pengu and Bolo and Rampy play, that's why Bolo, Pengu, Rampy and Fultz, Citizen, that's why they all play Castle.
At the same time, you can't use Fultz in that argument. Fultz plays Maestro.
He plays Castle,
Yeah, and Maestro.
but also Castle.
You're putting him on literally the best gun and the worst gun
Yeah.
in the entire game.
Of course
Oh,
we share
you're
your
right.
take,
I
'cause that's
forgot.
what
We have to
people
echo.
do.
We have to echo what Carpe says.
Carpe said, hot take, you should put the best players on the UMP. And I was like, oh, it's not really a hot take. Yeah, the best players on the worst guns. And I was like, oh, that's not really a hot take. That's what teams do. And I cited my evidence. Oh, also, Kyle, my girlfriend says, tell Kyle I say hi and that he's a furry. So.
Okay.
Attackers have located a bomb.
So the first frag is going to come courtesy of Loyal of all players here. The not the Maestro, rather. The Thermite finding the opener onto Zrur. A couple of interesting picks all around the board. Not really anyone really holding their old positions as Avenue's going to go down. The second pump comes from Owen. He was a bit quiet, but he is doing work now. The castle in the way as well is going to save him on the retreat. And even though they lose the opening frag, courtesy of Loyal, Owen hands Visionary back and then some.
Alright. Well, good refrags by Owen. So, Zrur's cost will remain positive. I'm just kidding. He's died like 5 times first. So. Lower. Merv is going to, I believe, successfully impact trick that Thermite charge, so denying the breach from Loyal. Through the floor, nearly a nice pick from Mai, but no, the Waters lead too many of those bullets. And that's the Legion able to get away. Nomads still in a winnable position. Unfortunately, shots missed. So again, he's bringing the Rook instead of the Dock for whatever reason. Maybe for impacts. I don't know. Flank right now being held by one of those defenders as Mai takes out Merv, and the Legion dead. Wow, Owen's gonna get slammed by Seraphina, but there's a refrag from Noodle. Himself on 9 and 1. The Rook alone to challenge this breach, knows that the barricade is there on the door and only has to worry about one angle. Nearly takes out Maya, but nearly gets his hit taken off as well as I stutter all over the goddamn place. Maya gonna get down, finished off by the pistol, and another one for Impulse as he finishes off both the last two who were pushing together and were unable to find the Rook, even though they had so many opportunities. And that is Nomads winning the half by a substantial 5-1 lead.
Considering how Villa has
Consider
been
the
playing out
following.
lately, stop saying that every time I say consider. Also, it is insane that this set has gone on for 3 hours. Granted,
Yo,
a little
really?
bit has been extended breaks, but yeah, we started at 7. It's 10. So, we're gonna see, it's interesting that we see such a defender-sided half, considering how much more attacker favored. I mean, we mentioned it a bit. Aviator Games has kind of been busted apart by the attacks. They learned how really to attack this site in such a way that it is very solid for them to win out the round, and very likely for them to win out the round. Something just as a whole with this map, I have started to notice, especially for defenses, there's too much to accurately and actively hold successfully
5 seconds to go.
in a wide manner. So if you, it's like a catch-22 really. If you don't hold wide, then you get blasted from the back. No, you know, none of that. Yeah. Get your laugh out. Shut up, idiot. Shut up. So, if you don't if you don't extend out here, you often do just get the attack takes from vault and you just lose out 5v5. If you do overextend here into trophy statue, then the attack just takes study, and full focus is study and or not full focus at least, but partially focus is study enough to create presence and pressure here, and really cause the defense to falter, as we're seeing now. It's the Thatcher Thermite rotating on over to create some pressure and study, and just like that now, Visionary Visionary stuck in quite the conundrum. They have to either rotate and give up trophy statue pressure already, or they have to they don't come back and they give up. And with that, Owen will find Loyal through his rotate, or no, through the stairs watch type thing. Don't know. The Maestro is going to get pushed a little bit, forced off the wall, but his impact is going to be successful the second time through as PK finds a pick onto Zrr. And it's a 4-on-4 here coming up.
4-on-4, but Ash for smoke. And okay, that was a weird push from Noodle getting crossed by Avadu, but there's one for the Wamai. The Wamai might trade back on Nerve, and another for Wamai. A double kill for him. And now it's all up to Owen. He got 1 kill. Can he find 3 more? Nope. The Alda will just get shoved down his throat. Seraphina will close it out. And Visionary will finally take a round back. This is their first round in a while. In 5
6
rounds, yeah. Because I forgot they took round 1, and then Nomads ran 5 in a row. And similarly to the first half, they're gonna win the first round on AVG.
So, I mean, that just...
I don't know what that push was.
I don't understand how people don't know how to beat an impact trick. Like, I don't get how people don't sledge the part of the lower corner and then plant the thermite charge.
I don't know.
It's like, it's not a new thing, too, is the thing.
Yeah, what was
That's
that?
not
Invite 2018?
That was back when Bank was in rotation. It was literal, it was literal years ago.
It was years ago, but it got like really popular after FaZe did it on the vault wall. I think it was SI 2018.
10 seconds to go.
2018 or 2019. I think it was 2018.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
I'm pretty sure it was 2018.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I have bad memory. You're asking the wrong person.
Wow.
I barely remember when. No way I was. No way I was about to ask when was SI 2018. Who won SI 2018?
Bro. Who do you think?
Were they as Penta or were they as G2?
They were as... Okay, so the FaZe thing would have been, I think, 2019.
Oh! They listened! Oh my god!
Oh, they did the thing! They did the thing! They're stream sniping. Oh, it didn't work.
Why didn't it work?
Because he impacted too far.
Okay, so maybe it's at the same time, maybe Visionary just has a good lead on it. So, Owen is also going to find the first frag. That's a huge frag, actually. That's 2 Wamai discs off the board that are still haven't come up yet.
Did they just impact trick the hill? Yep. Oh, Nerve will get 1 frag, but quickly traded off by Seraphina. And Seraphina, I think, killed that guy on the window as he was spraying at Seraphina, and that's going to be a 3rd for the Legion. Gonna try and pick up the Maestro, but nearly gets shot in the back by Noodle. 3rd there to clean up Mai. Shots through the wall, ringing out. It's all the Legion, and wow, the pistol just coming out and gonna rip the head off of Seraphina. 3 kills for the Legion, but no ace to win the round. And that'll be Nomads securing map and match point with a 4-round lead.
Yeah, 6-2. Actually, 6-2. Wow, we're already almost done.
Yeah, has been a quick map.
I did
I
not
feel
realize.
like it hasn't felt like a quick map
Oh, absolutely.
because it's Villa, and we both hate it here. So like, the less you're having fun, the longer it's gonna go on, or feel like it's gonna go on. But you know, this Villa hasn't been too bad. We've had worse villas. This is a pretty
Oh,
okay.
dude, we have had worse
We've
villas.
had literally the epitome
Attackers need
of
to locate
default
and
villa.
defuse as many bombs
It
as
was
they can.
AVG trophy dining, 4-2 split. Default takes everywhere. Oh my god, it was so
Dog,
boring.
I'm telling you, some of the times that I watch Villa as like, especially when it's like Decider Villa, let me tell you, my Plat 3 rank stack could run it better than these guys. My rank stack could run it. I mean, this one is very different.
10 seconds left before
This is, you know, this is in little parts. Both sides are playing out well. In different scenarios. I mean, Visionary is still doing very well to stall out the pushes and deny the pushes as they have been all day. It's just happening that on the gunfight side of things, they're struggling a little bit, and not to mention, they don't always have the bodies to help out. So, I mean, it was good on Serafina to even things out from 5-3 to 3-3, but still the point stands that if it were to be a full execute rather than just one by one pushing into the bathroom and Astro area, then I don't think it would work out very well for Visionary. The wall is going to get pressured out a good bit here. Candelas and flashbangs, and here comes another Candela. It's not going to get it. The wall is opened up. Serafina is blind as a bat, being shot from 3 different sides, and on half health, able to make it back to safe corner. Abadu on the other side of things, not as lucky. It's going to be TK to find another on the nerve, but swinging in. Owen's going to find their second frag. 4v3 with Serafina on half. At least Impulse and Zur are also on half, but the plant is already coming down. The denial from Zur onto Serafina as Loyal, and oh my god, it's a one-on-one. Owen, my. I couldn't even recount what just happened.
I walked in and killed everyone. He killed the planter and the cover, and Owen got his 3rd kill. Owen has now gotten 3 opening picks in a row. He's really been on top of the entry, but he'll have to clutch out the 1v1. He has EMPs, but he's just going to get spam pinged by the Echo anyway. Claymore dealt with as well. Owen rotates, but no! The Echo nearly catches him. Can the headshot be found by the Thatcher? Both dancing around the bomb chassis, and the fight will be won by the defense. With a 3K that, I don't know how it happened, but he got it. He walked into the trophy door.
Pinging! The Maestro Cam was
and killed
spam
everyone.
pinging, and he had two Thatchers in his pocket.
Owen didn't do anything.
Why? Man. All in all, though, Visionary did a great to frag off of one another at the end of things. I couldn't even keep up with that crossfire. It was a mess, and everything was happening. It's Abadu's turn this time to pick up the Echo now, as he was struggling a good bit. He was getting absolutely punished on that Wamai over in Astronomy. He died opening twice to Owen, who's gotten 3 straight openers so far in this attack. He's definitely been the wedge driving into Visionary to split apart this team. Interestingly, it is round 10, and even though they did see the Legion, it was a 6th pick to a Montaigne. So, the Legion was 6th off of, which you may call a good read or whatever, but it's now an Echo, which does, I'd say, just slightly worse than a Legion against a shield, but
No,
it still
Echo,
does well.
Echo doesn't
Echo?
do anything anymore.
It doesn't drop the shield anymore?
No, if he hits Monty's shield full on, it doesn't do anything.
I thought if it hits Monty, it forces him to drop his shield.
It used to. Doesn't anymore.
When does it change?
Couple seasons. Or
Oh,
last season, couple
no
patches
way.
ago. Yeah, they changed it.
Huh.
Yeah, now you gotta like actually shoot him like in the back. The shield actually protects him from the Yokai blast. Because it used to be you could just shoot him anywhere and drop the shield. For whatever reason, I guess just to make Monty even more powerful than he already is, they changed it. So, Impulse could be the difference maker, as Visionary really only have the smoke to deal with this Monty. I mean, if the smoke plays it properly, it could definitely be huge. The memorial wall is also not being reinforced. It could allow a wallbang to come down, but wow, all the way from Art Studio with TK onto both Nerve and Noodle. The double ends going down as we're finally get shut down by Seraphina. Fight being taken on the window, that was very messy, and Owen will lose out, and now it's the Monty. In a 1 versus 4, the defense now knows it's a Monty, and he'll get C4.
You good there, buddy?
What?
You good?
What? I don't know.
You just got very quiet.
I did.
So, AVG is forced to be played now. As here comes the Mira being shadowed by Myra? Myra. Yeah.
Haha.
I still really like Wamaimai. That was a
Well,
funny
mine
one.
was good.
Is Mai gonna swap to the Mira? He's looking at it. He's giving it the eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is.
Myra. And Impulse back on the Monty.
So,
Do we?
we will be
Attackers
looking
need to locate and defuse
Well, that's
as
only
many
a
bombs
Visionary.
as they
back.
can.
Yeah.
Carver was talking about.
I wonder. Okay, so this might be.
Wait, who do we interview on Nomads?
Do you think-
Owen or Nina?
Where do you think Mai puts his double Miras? He puts one on study wall.
I think they're both on the site.
This is a little similar to the OG
10 seconds to go.
Dret. I mean, this is when Villa like first came out. Everyone was like, "Oh, Mira is so OP" because they didn't have operator bans in ranked at the
Attackers are
time.
moving out to locate a bomb
And people were like, people didn't know you could just take Buck and deal with it.
Well, yeah, that's because this map was like every other very defensive-sided map at first. It was very hated,
Yeah.
and no one wanted to learn it. I must say, I used to be a very big fan of Villa.
I like
Now I
playing
re-
Villa. I like casting Villa.
Playing Villa is a bit better. I think it's one of my favorite to play. But man, yeah,
I
casting
like-
it is. Oh my god,
I
is
love
Loyal? What is
casting.
Loyal doing? Loyal's a maniac.
Loyal is smoke.
I know.
Attackers have located a bomb.
What is he doing?
The Monty
He's gonna get
is
called out right under the window right now.
And yep, there it is. Actually, Impulse ADS is from down the hallway.
Well,
Bro,
all
this
things
might be
considered,
GG.
yeah. Noodle has found one. Mai has been tagged down to half, and there's another lost gunfight, but it's quickly turned right back in favor. TK is going to go down to a Claymore as Mai finds another on the Myra, but it's finished off by Zrur. 11th round goes to Nomads. 7-4. No, it was 7-8, 7-3, 7-4
Yep.
for Nomads. 7 is their
Nomads.
lucky number.
Not nomads, they're nomads.
My bad, dude. I say things weird. My brain doesn't work all the time.
All the time.
Okay, that's mean.
I'm sorry.
3 still on Visionary though. Got 10 frags. They are very bloodthirsty, but
Yeah.
I mean they're not. I mean the same thing happened. So it was 3 kills or 3 on double digits on Cafe, 2 on Club, and 3 on Villa.
Yep.
So I mean they're very, very bloodthirsty team, but they're just not able right now. It looked like tonight to string together the rounds that they needed. We're gonna get the coach of Nomads.
Oh, we get the coach? Who's the
The
coach?
coach.
Who is it?
I don't know. Impulse just said our coach.
Oh
We'll have
wait,
to
we
see.
gotta switch discords, right? We gotta go to the other one.
Yeah, we do have to do that. And to switch our discords to get the interview going, we're gonna take a quick break before we jump into
Are
that
we?
one while we get everything set up. Yes.
Oh. Oh, hold on. Before
So,
we take a break, Beezer,
We're gonna
wait.
take a
Hey, Beezer.
small break
Hey,
as
Beezer.
Crow is saying goodbye now.
Beezer, look. I reveal. All right, we're done. We can take a break.
Music keeps me on alone. You got the feeling. The music keeps me singing. go so fast, all tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay my mind like standing on rainbows, playing it cool.
Okay, do you want me to mute my mic?
I haven't felt this in ages, and I know my patience. So
Oh,
won't you
oh, like-
please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me Ain't no luck finding real love. Gotta know where to look. Time moves fast, and I've grown up. Yeah, I run to you. Used to pay my mind like standing on rainbows, playing it cool.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Joining us now for our interview is the coach of the winning team, Team Nomads. It's Warslayer. So first off, congrats on the win.
Thank
Good
you.
job tonight for you guys. So
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're good. No, you go.
Yeah. So pretty much like everything went pretty much according to plan after the first map. I was pretty happy with the way the team played the second map and the third map as well. We pretty much read on them after the first map of pretty much going on overtime, and it was pretty much simple to go by from there.
Yeah, so maybe backtracking a little bit, you guys lost out to Valkyrie last week. I know that's a very tough opponent. A
Mhm.
lot of people see them as top two almost in the Champion Series. So, what were you guys looking forward to really do this week to bounce back from that loss?
We pretty much scram. I set them up with pretty much the best teams I can get at the time, like the tier 2 teams and sometimes the tier 1 team as well, depending on how the scheduling works for them. Pretty much the first game we kind of went in there with the attitude of like, hey, it's a 50-50 chance. If we do well, that's going to be extremely exciting. If we don't do well, hey, you know what? They're pretty much the top tier team right now in ESA, and I mean we're gonna have another chance at it again. So that's pretty much all that matters on that part. But I mean, we came in the second map pretty much ready to go. I mean, we kind of had a slight fifth problem, but you know, with that being said, I mean, the sub came in, and we still hate to say it, came in and slapped. That's
Yeah. So I know you said that there was a slight slip up on that first map.
Mhm.
So obviously choosing Cafe, you expected that to be your stronger map and to win that out. So what was the team like losing so close as well on that map?
I mean, it's a little frustrating because I know for a fact like we should that's definitely should have been like a 7-3, 7-4 map. There was really you really can't. I'm not gonna say it was like anything of a team problem or com problem. I think it just had to do with the fact of like a last minute like fifth problem that we had, and it just we had to adjust a thing, and it just took us a map to pretty much get everything going. But I mean, the way Visionary played was very predictable every single game after that. So I mean, they pushed the same way. They waited till the last 30 seconds to plant. I mean, they had a great planting. I mean, that's I give it to Visionary for the plants and the dedication that they had there. But for us, we pretty much countered that pretty easy.
Yeah, so you guys really did well with that. So um is something interesting is you guys consistently banned Valkyrie over all three maps. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as much as you would like to tell, is that just a team distaste of Valkyrie or
No, no. I mean, with Cafe, I mean definitely Cafe, Club, and Villa. Those are very high intel maps, including like Consulate as well. I mean, having Valkyrie, there's a lot of run out game that you have to look out for. I mean, IQ basically everybody brings that as well, but I mean, it was just part of the gameplay. I mean, we're not afraid to play Valkyrie. It's just you got to be able to do what you got to do to win the game, and we kind of went in there knowing that we don't know how this team plays. But once we figured out how the team plays, it was very predictable. There's no point in bringing it about. It'd be
Yeah.
a waste of utility, honestly.
All
Because
right.
even if we brought it, I don't think Visionary would have done anything with it. It probably would have made the game a little bit easier. But at the same time, we played comfortably. We did what we needed to do to win and counter it.
All right. So last really game focused question. So obviously it went to 3 maps. Did was there any fear? I know you mentioned consistently and really drove it in that Visionary was predictable in their
Mhm.
their play and stuff. Was there really any fear for you guys coming into Villa that you might
No,
be behind on
no,
them?
no. We pretty much knew how to counter them in Villa the same way we counted them in Club. I mean, when you're a very predictable team, and you ban certain things, you know for a fact how to counter that pretty easily. I mean, especially with us bringing that Ying, we was able to do what we need to do there as well. I mean, it's just all about bringing the operators and knowing how to counter the team, even if they are predictable. How to just make it harder for them to do what they need to do. So, I mean, impact tricking, in that spot. I totally forgot the site as well in my head. But I mean, like I said, bringing the Ying, stop that impact tricking. Put a lot of pressure on them, and we was able to push in and execute what we needed to. Yeah, there's a few slip ups, but at the end of the day, I mean, we did what we needed to do to win. So
All right. So from here, you guys are 1-1. You're sitting at the middle of the pack. So
mhm.
where do you guys really see yourself in this mix-up of teams in
I
the for
mean,
the season?
right now, I mean, I put us in at least the top four at the moment. I don't see us having any more problems until I figure out what's going on with the next few games. I
All
mean,
right.
I'm still VOD reviewing and doing everything I need to do to be able to do things, and as well as our analyst Keep, he's doing everything he needs to do to counter other teams as well. It takes work. That's all that
Yeah,
matters. You just got to go one day at a time. Can't think too
I
far ahead of him. You know.
I definitely agree with that and believe that. So, with that last thing, is do you have anything you want to say to your team, your fans, anyone who you want to hear something?
No, man. Other than the fact that we did pretty well on this map. I mean, I give it to Visionary for doing what they did, especially with the plant game. I mean, I think they're the only team I know that so far has successfully planted almost or went for the plant as every single time. So I give them props on that. Overall, I mean, our team did really well. And just really, this is only the second game, man. If this was like the finals, I'll be like overhyping, talking my my game and doing my fun stuff as a coach. But overall, I think we're gonna do really well in the series, and I just thank everybody in the chat, and that's pretty much it.
Well, that's definitely some more noble comments than what some of the other interviewers have
Yeah,
said. There's
I mean, if you're good, I mean, you can't shit talk this. Oh, wait, sorry, you can't talk too much, man. It's only. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you can't shit talk too much in this, man. It's only the second second game. You don't want to go in there and go, how they went in last place, and he was talking all that shit. Like, there's no point.
yeah,
Just talk is talk, but it's all about in the game. Everybody likes to tat and chat and shit on us the first game, but look what happened. We brought it back 2 maps, and now they stopped talking.
yeah. So I definitely do agree that talk is talk, and you guys did show up tonight. So all things considered, that chat was saying after that first map, you guys were able to pull it out with those 7-4, 7-3s. So again, congrats on the
Thank you.
win. But other than that, that will do it for us here. Uh, so thank you for tuning in. As we said, the second match is not happening.
Mhm.
That was because Powerhouse had to forfeit. So
Yeah. Oh,
we
yeah. I
will
want
be,
to put a shout in, dude. Like, I hope Powerhouse comes back, man. That was really unfortunate.
yeah.
Like, that's really sad because they work pretty hard, and they got loading in pro league. That's
Oh,
really
that is true. Yeah.
but,
Damn. All right. So with that, though, we'll be back on Monday, same time as usual, 6 Central, 6 Central, and that will be the rival series. So tune in for the start of week 3 then. But otherwise, for Crow, myself, Carpe, and thank you again for Warslayer for joining us. This has been our week 2 production for ESA, and hope everyone has a good rest of their weekend.
Wishing that I could run away with you. Imprison my fear, just pull me away, pull me away. Secrets fly. fears and my fear just pull me